Right, hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to a Saturday night live stream. Bit of a rarity on this channel. But we have got a very interesting sort of mini, sort of last minute tournament going on. Known as, in this case, the Saturday 2v2 game night. So yeah, we'll see, should be some decent matches up in store. We'll go over the format very shortly. First and foremost, I'm going to get into the in-game mode. Ignore the scoreboard, I will change that shortly. Oh, there's an update. Of course there is. Very professional from me, being ready for that. Let's get that done then very, very quickly. Okay, whilst that's loading, see if we can get this topic up. Okay, so we have some maps here, which we will come to. I think Tawny Island is going to be the first match. So that's the map we want. I haven't actually had a chance to read this because I've been quite busy today, so all a bit last minute, but the format would probably be help. So in this case, we've got 6 2v2 teams. I think they're getting split up into 2 separate sections or sets based on skill level. We'll be covering Group A. I think there might be a Russian streamer for Group B, but I will check on that. We'll get more information across. I'm sure Nickname can be in the chat and give a bit more information as well. Multiple tournament, yeah, that's fine. All this stuff's otherwise fairly standard. Just main thing to note is that it's 2v2, and I think it's going to be... Where are we? Let's have a look. People can join as well. Each tournament will have 3 or 4 teams. Yeah, that's fine. Each team will play the other team in a best of 1. Group winner, advanced finals, so on and so forth. Fine. Mitigate randomness. Each team will be allowed to re-roll one of their armies for each match out. Okay, that's quite a nice little feature. 2 re-rolls in total being allowed for the group stage. Fine. All right. OP combos such as air attack might be banned. One army forced to be re-rolled, but the participants have a say in it. All right. Okay. Well, that sounds like there's a bit of decision making to be made by the players. But yeah, that's the key things to note. We'll probably understand it a bit better. Here we go. Here's some bracket information down here, and this is a bit of a schedule going on. So this the link to this topic is in the description. So I would strongly recommend that you go and see that. But these are the teams that we're going to be viewing. Okay, right. Let's go in game. I'll fix that scoreboard obviously shortly. Finish. Let's actually load 0 hour now. Yeah, it's been a bit of a last minute rush. Had a lot going on today, and then had everything to do. Like, you know, I was at the gym, came back, dinner, had to cook dinner, had to eat dinner. Online. And here we are now streaming. Yeah, I had dinner a tiny bit early to accommodate this. Tawny. Oh, that must be another group. Let's call it that. And let's get just some large map for now. Ah, that's really annoying that I haven't sorted that. Alright, give us a second, guys. Okay. We have a Pepsi. I forget every single time that I do an update and then I accidentally change the shortcut, and then when I do that I then need to make it window mode again, and I haven't done that, so a little bit frustrating because I think it means every time I tab out I think you guys will lose the screen, so apologies for that. We'll fix it when I get a chance to. Whilst waiting, who playing first? And is it on TI? These guys will know. It is Team Killer. Okay, Team Killer is Logical and Killer. So this will be high level games, very high level games to start things off here, which is what we want to see. Tournament Island. Okay. Let me get the chat up quickly. Give me just a moment. Okay. Blaster, Nickname, Tease, welcome to you all. And Mohammed Delmeri, hello to you too. Alright, we have our players. Excellent. Been a long time since we've seen Logica on this channel, so good to see him playing some matches as well. Ditto Peps, everyone here actually. I haven't seen them in a short while, so yeah, it's good to see them. Alright. Hello, Mathanator as well. Sorry, I missed you there. Hello, hello. Potentially any kind. We seem to have armies already, which is good. I'm not going to say that. Interesting. So I think the way it works is, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Nickname can explain it in chat. Basically, they do a random and then they have the opportunity to change it. But if both teams are happy, they keep it. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Killer might be a little bit rusty, actually. Alright. Gone red, but I'm sure that'll fix itself. Pepsi a little bit further away than everyone else here in the over in the USA. But hopefully it won't be too laggy. You wouldn't expect it to be with the players involved. Alright, we start then in the bottom right with the Ins team, or Team Ins. It's Logica is playing in blue as Super Weapon General. Left hand side, we've got Killer in pink. He's playing as USA. And opposite them, Team Sam and Pepsi. Stealth here for Sam in the green. And then in the top left, Nuke for Pepsi. He is playing in red. Yeah, first games of the evening then. Nickname and Moliere were mentioning this. Does seem to be a little bit laggy, doesn't it? That won't suit the bottom team. Yeah, I saw this getting organised and then realised I was actually free this evening. So I thought, well, might as well make the most of it. No box from Killer, okay. No box either from Logica. So both will have to be a little bit careful. But otherwise, very standard builds from both, just going 2 supplies. And maybe they'll go for oils later. In fact, I think you'll find every single player really is going to go and do the same thing. So yeah, it's an interesting one, because the USA is very strong against the nuke. But played correctly, the stealth has a very good time against the super weapon general. Do see Sam trying to be sneaky with a worker. Will Logica care about that? Will he bother searching? Personally, whenever I play on this map, I always have a little look. It does delay the V getting across the map. But it then does potentially prevent a very annoying tunnel getting up in your base. There is a tunnel here. Pretty standard position to get one across in between you and your mate. And that's got something in it. And early aggression coming out of Sam here then. Oh, that RPG's been left behind, poor guy. Battlemaster also being combined. Ooh, slightly premature on the evac there. And Logica across straight away to assist here. And new Battlemaster goes down. And nice tidy up, really, from the... Ooh, big connection there from Sam with the TT. Okay. Does lose the TT, but he does get a V. And very nice. Look at this micro from Logica. And also from Killer. Really, really nice. So far, the bottom team are holding. Will that go down? It does go down. Okay. Killer has lost a couple of Vs. But is it enough damage? And this is now Logica actually searching for that worker. We mentioned it earlier. He oddly hasn't seen it, so it's going to get away with green. Maybe nicely blended in. Or did he see it? He did see it, okay. And that should be getting cancelled. Yeah, there we go. Bottom team looking alright. Top team, Palace coming up from Sam. The question is, can they put enough pressure on to keep them from getting to this stage? Very defensive from the USAs though so far. Killer now has what one would consider a bit of a death blob though. So top team in a very dangerous spot at this moment in time. Must admit, I'm sort of surprised that they fancied this, like matchup-wise. Should see a few of these go down. That was wasted. Does get a shot off, but... And actually, there's aggression on the right-hand side. Now, not looking good for the top team here. There are quite a few technicals from Sam, but... The trouble he's got is he's getting hit at his own base as well, and that is very indecisive. However, oh, he's GG'd out. Yeah, I think he did get himself to Overlords, but it was too late. Very, very surprised that the top team were happy with the armies. Maybe they did flip them, but just couldn't get them to be favourable enough. I've also just realised I never actually updated the scoreboard, did I? So let's just fix all of that. Logica team taking that then. I'm going to start off by exiting out here, just quickly. I'm going to change the... I'm actually just going to hide the scoreboard, you know. It's going to cause confusion. Let me just very quickly change the... what is it that you have to do again? Properties, space, hyphen, win. That's the one. Space, hyphen, win. Apply. Continue. Okay. Right, let's now load this again so that we're in windowed mode. That'd be much better. Hello, Apex. Welcome to you. And Mr. Faster, good to see you as well, man. And everyone else, hello to you. I keep doing that. It's so used to it from the Radmin days.
Welcome to Generals
that's better.
Online.
Okay. So that was match 1. And I'm just going to quickly ask what's next up. Announcements, YouTube. Okay. Vanco in the game. Alright, that's a good point. Let me just quickly... Yeah, here we go. So yeah, you won't be able to see this, but we've got... let's have a look. Rodwan and Tumstep. Oh no, that's Group B. Vanco in the game versus Sniper and King 0. Intergroups don't count. Oh right, fine. On Tawny Island as well. I think we might have a small waiting brief here. Okay, Vanco on route. Can't remember if I actually set the password or not. Let's just double check. All right. Yeah, okay, so this looks like an intergroup game that then doesn't actually count, and that's just presumably to keep people, well, keep the viewers entertained in between. So yeah, Vanco in the game versus Sniper and King 0 game, I think, is the next match. Hopefully I've gotten that right. Nickname might be able to correct me there. Yeah, Nickname has clarified it in the chat. Nice. Yeah, first games, fine. Then second games, yeah, okay, I get that now. Fine. So this is still technically a game 1 then. I think. I trust. Trust her nickname with all this stuff. Right, Game and Vanko are here. I think I can't see. Well, I've got some. Let's accept and let's accept. Okay, actually, I was chatting rubbish. So this is now game 2. So this is actually going to be on green silk then, if that's the case. I'm obviously mistaken with the with some of this, clearly. Green silk. Okay. Let's just double check. So yeah, fine. Killer and Logico versus Vanko and the game. And then God knows. Oh, I see. So right, I get this now. So obviously there's Vanko and game versus Sniper and King Zero. That happened whilst we were waiting. Right. Okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Okay, let's just check where Logica and Killer are. Maybe they don't realise they're playing again now. Maybe. Ah, Logica is here. Okay. Just need a killer then, and there is a killer. I've got no idea how it's working. They just seem to appear with armies. It's quite baffling. I've no idea how that's been working. Stealth Imp versus Air Stealth though. Are they just choosing them? Maybe I should read this properly. That would be a good call, wouldn't it? There was a 1.5 minute delay, by the way, on the stream, just to make sure that the players can't gain an unnecessary advantage. So chat isn't quite live. Hello, Neo, by the way. Air needs to be top. Apparently. Maybe they went off and sorted their armies out whilst I was sorting myself out. Maybe that's what was going on. To mitigate randomness, each team will be allowed to re-roll one of their army for each match on the group stage. A match up with maps will be created before the tournament starts. Oh, got it. Got it. So is that all? Oh, it is specified, actually. Right, I completely missed that. So this is now Killer and Logico versus Vanko in the game, and it's Imp Stealth versus Air Stealth. Playing left versus right. Imp Stealth, Air Stealth. So then, presumably, first games, yeah, USA and SWG versus China/Tank. Well, why did we not see that? USA SWG we saw, so then they obviously didn't fancy China and Tank, so they ended up with Stealth and Nuke. That's, okay. Interesting. So yeah, Sam and Pepsi already re-rolled. This should be an interesting game. The air and the air, yeah, Stealth Imp versus Air Stealth. I prefer to have Air Stealth without a doubt, but let's see what Logica and Killer, who are both very good players. Logica an expert, of course. Killer kind of an expert in waiting, I reckon, when he's in top form. Up against two very solid players from Ukraine, though. Pretty sure they're from Ukraine. Let's just check this. 1 second. Imp Stealth versus Air Stealth. I mean, yeah. Logico knows this stuff generally pretty inside out. So once Vanko is ready, alright, there we go. It's on to the next game. Yeah, I've taken the scoreboard away just to avoid confusion. It's easier to... We'll have one towards the end, but for now we'll leave it out. Alright, starting on the top right, we've got Killer in the blue. He's playing as infantry. With him at the bottom right, Logica in cyan playing as stealth. Up against them, sorry, that was just a casual burp. Up against them, we've got the Game in green playing as stealth. With him in pink playing as Air Force is Vanko. Is my stream lagging? Oh god, it is. It's so bad, man. There's no reason for that at all. Sorry, as in not my stream. I've got my stream chat sort of on the side, and for some reason it just decides to just pause itself. It's not really that great. Anyway, standard build from Vanko as the Air Force. Up against the infantry, probably not a terrible idea. Standard build from Killer as well here. And Logica as the stealth. Trying to get some forward positions. Yeah, a bit of a sort of, so got a bit of a stealth mirror going on the bottom side. And an int fair at the top. As I say, I do prefer... It's harder to be the air, but it's definitely better to be the air. And that seems to be a nicely positioned firebase. So does he want to go up a tiny bit? Yes, he does. And that is because he's seen what's coming. And that'll be a troop crawler coming out in a second, I believe. So that firebase should get up in time. Vanko's going to need some Vs fairly soon. But a bit of aggression coming in from Logica then. This is the team element coming into play. And that is a TT, and it's a very nice TT. Ooh, nice move from Killer. That is a really nice move, actually. Really, really nice. So yeah, Vanko in a bit of trouble here then. Is responding pretty nicely. But here comes the troop crawler. And that's going to have to get laser locked. Does get laser locked. How's the micro? Has to be good. Ooh, that firebase putting in a lot of work. Here comes more pressure. Where is the Game? He needs to support his teammate. Just hung it out to dry. I mean, I have to admit that Vanko is doing brilliantly here. I know like this looks in trouble, but all things considered, he's doing pretty well. Laser lock comes in, a little bit slow though. Here comes the support, but is it just too little too late from the Game here? I think it might be. Flashbang's now coming in. Needs to find a way to crack that open. But is struggling. That is really painful. Very high level coming out of these two players though. Flashbang's now out as a result of killing the barracks. That wasn't clean from Killer. This is very nice. Look at this from Killer. Literally in his base collecting. That is just rude. Does now take that out. That was an important pick-off, actually. And just no aggression on the bases at all of Logica and Killer. So, yeah, the Air Force very much up against it here. And that is a last dozer. I'd like to see him bring the Chinooks. I think that's what his teammate's asking him for. Yeah, that's better. It was a bit slow, that, for my liking. Like, these two Chinooks are just doing nothing. Just use them for defensive purposes at the very least. Okay. That sounded like a Lotus capturing. Oh, it wasn't. It was just a minigunner. Propaganda now being built. Game does settle down slightly. And Killer is still on the base, but the left team are alive still. Just about. I think I'd like to see that get picked off. Might not be able to. Don't think it gets the angle, does it? Yeah, that's unlucky. Yeah, nice. Really nice for Killer. The income is there. He's getting his CC back now as well. Okay, that quad should not go down to that minigunner. It shouldn't go down. Yeah, I was going to say. A good micro. How's the laser lock? Looks good. And that quad has actually done quite nicely. And I wonder if now this is the part of the game where the left team might be better off here. Flashbang putting some nice work in there. That quad also doing very nicely. That'll get it to vet 3, so that'll be able to clear all of this up quite nicely. Like, really easily, actually. So yeah, that's going to get all cleared up now. Ooh, Lotus. Oh, Lotus gets picked off. Wow. That was risky. That wasn't the greatest from them here. This is the battle then between the two stealths. Logico with a slight advantage here. I think the game can take that fight on. We've got a palace. No. Not Logico either, though. Got some lag coming in here. It is slow. Vanko briefly counting down, but does recover. Yeah. ECM with the outpost now. This is going to be pretty tricky to stop. The army is a little bit out of position. Probably needs to pop out of there, really. Although that is suddenly quite a bit of a V army. So, okay, left team have done very, very well in this game. Credit where it's due, because that was a lot of pressure they were under early on. Maybe King Raptors would be a good move here. And this is a very nice two-pronged attack from the team. Nice pop there, though. And that is going to be a hold, I'm pretty sure of it. Left team is going to hold here. Very, very nicely. And actually, the game is pressing on. Have they soaked up the pressure, and are they doing this? This is really, really good from the left team. Like, all that pressure they were under. And yet, here we are. Has Killer done enough this game? Maybe he got a little bit cocky. And Logica is certainly in a bit of trouble. He is on the oils, though. But then so is the game. No ECMs with this army, so it's going to be quite an easy tidy up. Very easy tidy up. That outpost is full. It's going to go down. Just these quads, when they get vetted up, are lethal. Okay, it does better that time, Killer. Does do better. Nice expansion here as well. They're far from out of it, this team. Ooh. Okay. Thought that had something in it. Turns out it was just empty. Not sure what he killed with it. That goes down. V's now considering pushing in here. That might be a bit risky. Does lose one as a result. Airfield now out. CC being rebuilt. Vanko level 1 still. But that's no big surprise considering the position he was in. Killer now trying to go for MiGs. I think that is going to at least temporarily get delayed. But very nice reaction with the dozer. CC's there, so there's no point trying to hunt him. Logica putting some nice pressure on the bottom side then. And yeah, just trying to be as annoying as possible with this army. Just any bit of XP is going to help him. There was a Lotus there earlier. Wonder if that's gone over there somewhere or it's back here. King Raptor comes in, goes down to the minigunner. Nice micro, does just get away. And this is the clobbering. Might be able to get away with the one. Nope. MiGs are now out. That's all going to go down, and that is a very nice clear up from the right team. We are going to settle here now into the sort of medium to long-term game, I think. Palace up for the game. Not yet for Logico. He is building one. I'd say the Logico is a little bit behind the game here, whereas Vanko is a little bit behind the infantry. Now, the lack of secondary is also a problem here for the Air Force. Going to very soon run out of cash. We're going to have to collect from somewhere else. Maybe a few crates here. Logica Beacons here probably recognises that this is one of the few areas where the air can collect from safely, maybe. Okay, a bit more lag coming in. Carpet bomb. Very nicely intercepted. The oil was probably the target there. Nice pick off of the dozer. And also a nice pick off of the tunnel as well. In comes the artillery, which of course won't be successful without the carpet hitting it as well. Is this an attempt a TT? If it is, it's very ambitious. Especially with the ECM there. And the minigunner. Doing very nicely. Big push. Wow, okay. And Vanko has gone for a carpet, but no strategy center just yet. This is very, very big. Very nice MiGs. This is a big push. That carpet bomb cannot come in soon enough. Yeah, here we go then. It's going to be here, in all likelihood.
Low power.
Will he get a connection, though? He might. He's just going to miss. Yeah, gets a couple of infantry bits. German Kettle's now out, so he's going to push the army back slightly. Yeah, Carpet didn't quite get the connection they were after then. And everyone's at least level 3, except for Vanko, who is having a hard time of it. It is, yeah, it's a bit rough, economically especially, is a bit of a problem for them. Load of MiGs coming in now. Really nice MiGs. Really nice. Ooh, the random missile killing the barrel there. Okay, yeah, Logica pretty clearly said, I want this area, I need it. And they have now got it. Another MiG coming in. That will be the battle bus going down. How many quads can it take down with it? Quite a few. That was 3 there. Not bad. Logica now has his own buses. And is he on a market? No, he is just building one now. I think there's a few markets out here for the game. And yeah, if you're the Air Force, what do you do? Maybe getting 3 of these King Raptors going round here and picking off an oil would be a very wise play. And funnily enough, I think that's what we're about to see. These King Raptors are kind of a cool colour, aren't they? Oh, it's been spotted. Nice deviation last minute there. And also a very nice pick-off there. I think I'd still like to see a tunnel here, just to make absolutely sure. But yeah, both nice pop here. It was a good redirection on the King Raptors. But there was definitely a missed opportunity there to get an oil. And yeah, Logica's going to recognise that now. So very much anyone's game at this moment in time. Definitely a bit of a lead for the right team. Killer is building an internet center. He's playing this long game as the infantry very nicely. He's got plenty here as well. Good pickoffs there. Yeah, Killer's gotten better as the game's gone on, really. King Raptor's opting to instead go down here then. Should just be able to skirt all the way down and around and hit the oils with some relative ease, actually. Just like that. There we go, there's one. Ah, so sloppy on the return. He gets it. He somehow only loses one. I'm not entirely sure how. I've no idea how he only lost one King Raptor there, but he does pick the oil off. Very nearly cocked it up. Yeah, these King Raptors could have done this quite a long time ago. A little bit late there. Of course, downside for Vanko is he's not going to pick up XP. Probably needs to find a way to get to level 3 here. Because if he can do that, he can call in a Spectre. A Spectre will realistically kill these oils. Big push coming in. With a carpet. Oh, is he going to get him out? It does get him away. MiGs coming in. And how good is the micro? It's looking good. Nice X. And then followed by a good A move as well. Here comes, this is really nice from the game. He has played this very, very well. Somehow that oil is still alive. And as I say that, it goes down. This should get tidied up though. So that was a really quite a big push. And I don't think the right team really got a great return for it. Vanko's still not level 3. Needs to find a way desperately to get to it. Will make a very big difference. Battle bus does just go down then. Income per minute, very material. The game alone is collecting the same that Logica and Killer are. Vanko, on the other hand, is collecting... Oh, okay. He has a supply drop zone. Carpet bomb gets called in. Where will that be? Is that going to be on the oil? And then maybe use a King Raptor to follow up? I think that's the play. Yeah. Level 3 does come in, though. That's quite nice. Spectre Gunship will then come in, presumably to finish this oil off. Yeah, there it is. MiGs coming in... Does lose 2 MiGs, but it will kill the oil off there just, I think. Yeah. Logica pops, but I don't think it's going to get it. Yeah, he gets it. Just gets it. Actually, quite easily gets it. So, yeah, oil's going down a plenty, but the game still has 2 here. Logica with 1 here. Both the games up here have been taken out. Is that on the strat? Or is that... Oh. He didn't realise it had been finished off already. Bit of a waste. Could have... Well, probably couldn't have done much with it anyway. So yeah, still 2 oils for the game then. Logica has caught up economically. So right teams for sure are in the lead. And market count 1, 2, 3, 4 for Logica. 5th being built. Plays 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 2 oils for the game. So, not entirely sure. I think they're level though because Logica's collecting from here and will be from here soon as well. So that's why he's managing to keep up. Very, yeah, very tight game, this one. Nice use of the German kill. Will he get it away in time? Very nice force fire. But it did its work. Hello, Nike, by the way. Always here for a 2v2. Loves it. Good to see you. Sorry, I've been a little bit slow. My chat isn't on my usual thing. I'm having to look quite far away just to be able to keep up with it. So I'm a little bit sloppy with the chat. Recently I had monetization on my channel turned up, but I've actually turned it off for the stream. Kind of reviewing my position with that. Okay. Buses come out, but at this stage our bus is the right play. Because the MiGs are now in a position where they can do nicely. And actually, I think buggies and quads is probably the answer at this stage. Both players with AP bullets. I'm assuming they both managed to... Oh, this is clever from Vanko, using his Chinooks. Presumably in case the MiGs came in. A bit of a push here. Maybe a little bit ambitious here from the game. Is he chasing level 5 with this? Maybe he is. He's very, very close to getting it. But he's also potentially going to give it to one of the team on the right. Just needs a couple more buggies. One more now. Okay, he's going to lose the bus. I'm pretty sure he just needs to kill one more unit. He must know it. There it is, actually. Level 5. Okay. The MiG's doing some very nice work. The question is, where do you use the gem promos? Spectre comes in on the oil. Logica, for some reason, opting not to pop. Maybe thought it was a bit too close and does lose the oil for it. So yeah, 2 oils. These are the last 2 on the map. Spectre actually survives as well. Yeah, a bit of an epic, this one. Well, not an... Okay, epic's probably a strong word, but it's certainly a longer lasting game. Anthrax Bomb is going to try and put off the push here. But I think that's a missed opportunity. Attacking there at the same time as Anthrax bombing here was an error, because Logical went back in to deal with this. Carpet Bomb is going to get the airfield. This push, though, looking quite nice. Couple of quads. Will they go down? Yeah, one does go down. Very nice mix once again. Couple going down, but gets a firestorm as well. Wow, look at that. And Killer actually gets level 5 just from that one hit. Straight away going for the RC barrage, cluster mines, EMP. Gonna call in that EMP. Not sure where he's gonna use it. And we'll find that out in a second. There it is, actually going down over here. Logica still a little bit of a way to go to get to level 5, and Vanko obviously is miles away. So EMP on the production. Alright. Not a terrible idea. Still got one arm stealer, but that's going to slow him down. So I think that's the play. Is to try and clear Vanko from the map. And that is a good move. This might be the winning moment. This might be it. That V doing so little. Is Vanko now unable to just produce anything? This is a clever play. I just don't think he has anything. It was a very, very, very admirable effort from the team on the left. Logica's actually level 5 because of the market kills now as well. Nice evac. Yeah, constant, really nice constant MiG use from Killer here. But it's a steamrolling. Okay, a bit of lag coming in there. Very nice overall, though, I think. Okay, he's selling up. Anthrax, sneak attack, GPS, yeah, all of that coming in. And this is just so well played from Killer, constantly harassing the units, and the game is pretty powerless to save his mate here. Spectre's going to come in, might be a little bit too late to save him. Logica already Xing out here. Ooh, Spectre is going to do quite nicely here. Has Logica just been distracted? Because he's just lost most of his army to this. That was a really, really effective Spectre, you know. So have they just given themselves a bit of a chance? 6 arms dealers now trying to pump out as much as possible. Might not have the economy to support 6, admittedly. But is there a way of stopping the CC from dying is the big question. Probably not. Might be a bit of an ask here. Does keep it alive for now. And actually has a power still. Not sure what the rules are on power spam, actually. That's a good point. Hadn't thought about that. Plus they're saying not sure if spending 2.5k on an internet center was wise. I mean, I quite like it. I think this is the... Oh, it's a big Anthrax bomb. More of a delay on the production then as a result. It's very quick to put the units in the quad, in the tunnels though. Ah, that's the final nail in the coffin. There was a sneak attack earlier, but not sure it actually achieved anything. And frankly, I don't even know where it was. Vanko still hasn't dealt with this anthrax one, which is gonna hurt the production. CC is wiped out then, and at this point, yeah, Vanko's just sort of existing. Not entirely sure he's even allowed to give the power to us, mate. I assume there's a rule on it, and they've probably read that. Judging by their actions, I'm assuming there's a rule against it. Let's see if I can find rules. Oh, players are not allowed to surrender to give their stuff to their ally, even if they're effectively dead. If you quit as a team. There you go. Set in stone. So yeah, Vanko is forced to just sit there, basically, and chill. He is, I guess, protecting these oils. That's something. To some slight extent. But RT Barrage 3 just comes in and wipes that out anyway. There is still a possibility that the game can carry this, but I think his income now has dropped to a point where he is behind the two of them combined. Logica is expanding here and is not showing signs of slowing down. Just don't seem to have a response. Barracks being built now. How has he got any cash at all? I guess he was just short there of getting a CC. That is very unfortunate. Because that would have been very helpful. Yeah, I think he was, what, $75 short of getting a CC. That's pretty unlucky. The funny thing is, had he built a barracks instead there, he could have then afforded the CC. It's pretty unlucky. But it doesn't matter either way. This is the final moments. Because this quad army is so powerful. And these unvetted quads, less so. MiGs already on the background, in the background as well. Mine drop coming in. And yeah, final moments, I think, for the left team now. They've given it a really, really good go. They defended valiantly. Anthrax bomb comes in. Okay. We'll hold for a little bit longer. That's the mine drop as well. GG, yeah, there it is. There's the call. Very nice effort from the left team. They played that very well. But overall, Logica and Killer take it. Well played to them. You have been defeated. That was a good game. Yeah, that was well played from everyone in that particular situation. Very nice. Maybe the game was a little bit slow at the beginning to support his teammate, but after then, did do very well. Just wasn't quite enough in the end. Right, so next up then must be presumably. So third games. Oh, and then there's a semi and a final. Right, perfect. So we've got Sam and Pepsi versus Vanko in the game. And the map is Air Inf versus Air GLA, and it's on Coastline. There it is. Alright, yeah, players are aware. I'm not sure how they decide. Let's have a look. I guess it's set in stone. So Sam and Pepsi are the Air Inf. Vanko and the game are the Air GLA. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that's meant to work. Mr. Moliere, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the idea on this, because actually it's really pretty neat. Whilst waiting for the players, I'm just going to pop to the loose. So just give me a second, everyone. Okay, we are back. Okay. Gives me an opportunity to have my little chocolate pop whilst we're waiting on Vanko and the game. Okay, we got the game. Okay, and we have Vanko. So this is Sam, Pepsi, Vanko game, Air Inf, GLA. There we go. Just wait for the players to get their taxes sold, and then we will go into game number 3. So I think this is effectively a decider for the semi-final place, right? Because the group has been won by Logico and Killer. They won both their games. Both of these are lost the game. So whoever wins it goes takes second place. So very much everything to play for in this game. Okay, players ready. Next game, off we go. Right, so starting on the bottom left, Samuel playing as the Air Force in green. With him is infantry. We have got Pepsi in the red. Right hand side, the game playing in purple as VGLA, and then with him is Vanko once again playing as Air Force in the pink. So the airs are opposite each other, whereas we have got the GLA up against the infantry. I think I fancy the left team in the short game, but I think if it goes late, I'd rather be in the right team shoes. But yeah, played correctly, this infantry is very, very powerful. Very surprised at the build, I have to admit. Double War Factory. Yeah, not sure how I feel about that. Beacon from Sam. It's very clear they want to push the GLA. The GLA of the game clearly knows this. And is preparing accordingly. I can't remember how out of these two who the better players. I assume the game is, but I'm actually genuinely unsure who's meant to be the better player. Both the game and Vanko in this case, sorry, the Vanko and Sam in this case opting to not put any early pressure on. Sam at a slight disadvantage here because he's collecting from this further away supply. More easy to harass. Whereas in Vanko's case, easier to just be able to secure these. But then Pepsi gets the same advantage up here. Not the best placement of his supply there. Ooh. Alright, that's the first one taken out already. Does, in return, however, stop the TT. Okay, tunnel's going to go down. Unsuccessful then for Vanco on that Chinook. Does get away with its life for now. This is that sort of part of the game where lots of things happening at the same time. Dozer here trying to crush. Does do it in time. Actually kills his own mate's tunnel, I think, there in the process. I don't think the game got the money back for that. So here comes that pressure then. And this is pretty good, actually. Sam and Pepsi working very nicely together. This is a pretty scary amount of tank hunters. The only problem is ideally needs minigunners. I'm a bit surprised. Yeah, here's the troop crawler that he needs. And that outpost has evac'd in time. And this airfield is camped. Chinook is going to go down as well. Oh, that is going to surely be on the airfield. Ah, wasteful from Sam. So wasteful. Does take a dozer out, but yeah, that was so many, and he just didn't bother putting on the force fire. Really should have done. Nice clear up now. Is this the moment where they throw it? That's what I'm now wondering. Because Sam, had he killed that there, would have caused so many issues for Vanco. But now that they haven't done that, that's really nicely timed. Yeah. Complete surround, and Pepsi just suddenly a bit abandoned by that last horrendous hit on the airfield by Sam. This is nice. This is nice. Would like to see it actually. Yeah. Yeah, it's smart because every time if you get the Comanche over on top of it, then when the King Raptor hits it, it does damage on the airfield. So it is a smart play. We are going to get some very annoying Comanches now from Vanco on the resource. That's a good play. That's going to hurt Pepsi quite a lot. Could easily hunt him, actually. But no, Ops 2... Go away. No, he's going to go in. Yeah, could very easily get a hunt. I think Pepsi's focused over here right now. And airfield does now go down, right. Sam got it right second time. And Pepsi actually putting some nice pressure on. He is losing all his resource, though. That is going to slow him down, without a doubt. And to be fair to the game... Oh, he does just take that out. It's a good tidy up. Are these King Raptors doing good enough, though, by themselves? Seems to be. Does seem to be, doesn't it? And game doing his level best. On the 3 arms deal is as well. 1 oil in play. Yeah, Pepsi looking to try and get that oil. Those Comanches continuing to be really, really annoying. I'm sort of surprised that Sam hasn't just sent a King Raptor over there to deal with them. That would have been a good call from Pepsi. Oil here going down then. And hold the line. I'm pretty sure he should have carpet bomb. No, not quite. He's actually still level 1. That's a lot of quads. Pepsi's slowly getting ripped apart here. Somehow that doesn't go down. Not entirely sure how. Yeah, this is where the problems are going to be. Airfield's now back in play as well. S&D should be coming in soon. And is this now where the pendulum swings? It might be, because the support is cut off completely. Sam's in deep trouble. He even keeps that alive. Carpet Bomb might save him. If it's perfect. GG called from... that's over then. If he's GG'd himself, Sam has to quit. Doesn't really get a big connection anyway. And yeah, the game and Vanko are going to take this one. Very well played here. GG, says Sam. Very well played from the right team. And they were looking dicey at one point. Was that moment by Sam not getting the airfield, was that key? Because had Vanko not been able to land his King Raptors at that time, in fact, they were actually all on there at the time. So had he got that hit right, they could have won the game there and then, but they didn't. And from that, well, was that where it went their way? I think it might have been. Right, so we are on the semi-finals now, and we know that this is going to be Group A, number 1 in Group A, so Killer and Logica versus whoever finished second in Group B. We don't know who that is, of course. Let's see if we can find out. Tom Rudwan 1. Just trying to find out, or is it? No. Let's just find out. Group B's finished. So semi-finals. It's going to be Killer Logica versus Sniper and King Zero Game. Sniper, is that original Sniper? If so, I haven't seen him in a long time. So this is going to be a best of 3, this is now. Game 1, Nuke Stealth versus Tank Nuke on Freezing Bursa. Then it'll be reversed, and then the third game is an Inf Stealth Mirror on Lone Eagle if needed. So Lone Eagle. Nope, not Lone Eagle. I did say it just then, didn't I? For Freezing Bursa, that's the one. Freezing Bursa. There we go. Bit of a weird name for a map. And these games can go on a long time. So yeah, I hope you're all strapped in. Hello, Firearm. And also, hello, Egg. Vanko better, according to Tease. Okay. So yeah, this is the first time when we see Sniper and King Zero Game. I think they were on another channel in the meantime. There were also some other games going on. There was what, 6 teams? Is that right? 6 teams? 16, well, 12 teams actually. And those were split into 2 sets of skill groups. And then within that, there was a Group A and a Group B. So we've obviously been in the sort of pro bracket. There were 6 teams in the semi bracket. RVB and Egg. Although I've just seen Egg in the chat, so have they been knocked out, I wonder? Kush and Surprise, and then Kurt and an Agent. And then there was also Morwi, Mesh Taco, Henk and Bitcoin, and Petrishka and Mistaru. Never heard of them before. I wonder if they're any good. Moliere are offing random reverse, apparently. Alright. But it's otherwise Stealth Nuke versus Tank Nuke. I don't mind that.
Maybe the players don't mind it either. We are going to get a scoreboard back. So let's unhide you and let's put it there. We change you to 0 and 0. And then we will change this to Killer Logica. And we will change this to Sniper / King. That's better. Let's put you back in the middle. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the original Sniper. I haven't seen him in a while. If it is him. Good to see him playing again. Very solid at CXN. Very, very solid. Good player in general, but he was always a very good CXN player. Don't know if I said hi, but crazy hello to you. And Solo. Hello, hello. Alright, I think players are just thinking about what they're going to do. Yeah, nuke tank versus nuke stealth. Could be long, this. It could be long. I'm pretty sure the same games will be getting played on Group B as well. Oh. Alright. So, semi-final time. And some nice armies for you. So, we start on the left of Freezing Bursa. A Timberal map. It's kind of nice. I kind of enjoy it. King Zero game here in the purple playing as China Tank General. With him in the gold is Sniper playing as China Nuke General. Right hand side, we have got Killer in the green playing as Stealth, and then with him as the nuke, it's Logica in the blue. So what is the play for these two? Because I can tell you what the play is going to be for these two. Oh, can I? Maybe I can't. This is not a build I was expecting. So this is probably an oil grab combined with a helix, judging by the build. This should be an airfield now, and it is. Whereas Logica with a much more standard build. Is this... yeah, it's not actually even that standard a build. Why has he gone 2 barracks? Bit perplexing. Also opting to go for mines, but I'm also not sure why bother. Maybe because he thinks Elixir's going to drop into it? I don't know. Does he think he's up against a GLA that might hijack? Okay, there's the airfield. And he is going for oil, so it's similar-ish from the two. I think I slightly prefer the build from Sniper here. Third supply actually is going to be for King Zero game, and that's going to allow him to get onto the spam against this GLA an awful lot quicker. Slightly ambitious, maybe. Ooh, misses the target. And that might be a dozer already. Yeah, it is. Does not want to be getting hunted early here in an ideal world. That would be pretty disastrous for King Zero game. Here's the licks. And there is the death. No sign of a licks just yet. Logica is on these 2 oils though, and these 2 as well. Sniper, on the other hand, is not on that one. He has, however, got these 2. Oh, he's actually managed to sneak that in. Okay. Alright. So that's a bit of a success then. Ooh. Nice pick-off in the end. Maybe not quite enough units here. A bit early, this push, I think. So yeah, going back, probably not a bad idea. Wants to avoid giving a super tech away. Very nicely done by Killer there to sneak in and get that. So the game now is trying to hold here. And how much of a hold? The tank, on the other hand, just needs to build his units up and charge through. I think a few more flamers would be good. is now going for a prop. Mass lick spam then from Sniper. No sign just yet of a propaganda. He's now going to capture this oil up here. So that'll be 4 oils. That hurts. That hurts a lot. It's a lot of XP to give away, that. Yeah, the trouble with going mass elixirs is the quads can easily just pop out like that. And there's just a slight lack of coordination so far from these units. Oil trying to be picked off by Logica. I think he might succeed from the splash damage he does. And in chasing... So yeah, that was good. Yeah, he loses that because he was chasing. You never want to chase elixirs in these elix micro battles. So Logica winning the battle and the war there because he gets the oil and he manages to even pick off elix. Starting to see a few more units, but now suddenly there's a real lack of quads. Of cats. So again, an easy hold for the right team. They're doing nicely. King Zero just hasn't got the right unit composition, I don't think. The ECMs are nice. Are they now going to try and switch to a different angle? I think sticking down here is probably the best bet. It's harder for the nuke to support then. Are we going to see nuke MiGs? Yes, that's the nuke silo going up. And there's not even a prop up for Sniper, who's forgotten to get the oil refinery. Logica actually did forget as well. He is getting it now, however. His money, though, is good. He's on 5 oils. Nicely done from Killer again. These Battlemasters give so much XP away. You don't really want to be making errors there. Is he on a CC, Logica? Don't think so. Not really any way for these elixirs to get. Now, I have to say, the sniper elixirs have done very little this game. Been very ineffective. Here's the combo play they're looking for then. But the Gats putting in some nice work. And with the quads, yeah, GG. I think that's probably a fair call. They know they're not going to break through. And with Sniper quitting, King Zero also is out. I'm not sure if the players have quite clocked that. But yeah, this game is now over. This is just such a nice hold from the right team. They are locked in tight there. Yeah, GG. There it is. Slight freeze. Doesn't really matter. There's the quit. And 1-0 lead then for Team Logica. Very well played by them. Let's get a 1 on the scoreboard for them. The good news for Sniper and King Zero is they will play the reverse here. They are going to come under quite a bit of pressure, I'm sure. Hello there, Kush in the chat, by the way. I'm assuming you're the same Kush that was in the semi version. How did you get on? Oh, there was a no-show. Oh, I see. That's very annoying. Who was that? Oh, from the Pretrish, whatever his name is. Was it from their team by any chance? The two you've not heard of before, right? Or that I've not heard of before. That's what happens. Hello, RVB. Same question to you. How have you been getting on in the tournament? Okay, just waiting on King Zero and Killer. And then we will see the reverse. Let's see if I can take the opportunity to pop downstairs quickly. Maybe it's a bit risky. Now we're going to do it. I'm back in a second, everyone.
Right. Just double check everyone's ready. Yeah, just had to get some water there. Trying to be efficient in between the games. But yeah, actually the player's very quick on this occasion. Is this a bugged game? Nope, it was just a slightly slow start. Okay, so we start on the right with King Zero and a Sniper. King Zero playing as the nuke this time. Sniper as the stealth. And Logica playing on the left-hand side as the nuke. And then with him, Killer playing in green as the tank. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how the left team play this differently, because what was noticeable was that the nuke on the right-hand side has the advantage because these two oils are in sort of within easier reach, whereas the this guy has a bit of a harder time because the technicals can deny them much more easily. So in that sense, there is an advantage for the right-hand team here. And then can you hold, that's what it comes down to, can you hold the onslaught? And the right team were successful. They had here, they had most of here. They had a big line going across. And there was basically nothing the left team could do. Ooh. Oh, that is Killer going for that. Oh, I see, because Logical went down here, right. So yeah, same thing going on here. The tank needs the 3 supplies to have any chance of putting the pressure on. And then obviously if you want to do that, you want to successfully want to take this, and then you can expand to these supplies here. This is a very big set of supplies for the tank to be securing. If the tank doesn't get these, it's over. That is a truck from Killer looking to get the crushers in and will be successful. That is a very important crush. Because it will slow down getting to this position. That is unlucky, having a hijacker there. That Battlemaster's done very well. It's well played from the left team so far. Good denies all around. That red guard is going to go down. Yeah, definitely. At least the Battlemaster... I was about to say the Battlemaster survived, but it certainly didn't. Yeah, you're seeing, I'd say, the difference between two, like, expert players up against two, like, sort of high semis. This is kind of the difference, really. Because they know exactly how to deny, they know how to take these, and they're just kind of like playing chess whilst the other two players are playing checkers, as the saying goes. Just one step ahead at all times. Hello, special one in the chat. Oh, I see. So you only played the one game. That's a little bit annoying. So, and then presumably both of you just went straight through to the semi-finals, right? Yeah, a bit of a weird one. So yeah, you can see very significant difference from the last game. There is no big wall of defense going up for the right team. In fact, it's the other way around. And what you'll see is the tank scale up very quickly. Behind this, are we getting licks as we are? I'm not sure that's the right play, though. Oh, he doesn't deny it. I think they might get in now. Yeah. Oh, that's such a shame. Unable to secure those oils, and it's very key income, that. Nice licks. Is it overextending itself? I think it is. I think it is overextending. Yeah, it is. It has, I should say. And King Zero is just showing his level a little bit here. But he is up against it. These are two very, very good players he's up against. Seems Sniper is desperate to get tech. He might... No, he's not going to get it. Killer's all over it. And somehow it's still alive. Yeah. Logica's aware.
If he's quick, he'll get it. It's going to be tight. He can't go on the mines. That's the worst time for that to happen. Oh, he gets it. Wow. Well played, sniper. Really well played. I think it's trivial, because I think they're still going to get absolutely stomped. But it's still nice, a nice play. These gats. Oh, wow. Tank gats. Not really the best thing to engage if you've got elix. I think I'd rather see King Zero go for early nuke mix here. He has a bit of a hole in his base. Will power help them get into this? I am unconvinced. Because they've got pretty much all the money on the map. So even against the GLA with power, I mean, even that oil got denied. So the GLA is collecting on 3 supplies, but that's it. That isn't enough. That isn't enough. King Zero did at least remember that much earlier than the other players, so that's good. Arab tournament. That's a hell of streaming. Out of interest, what is that? What tournament is that? This is looking pretty scary. Logica has beaconed this area, presumably to say watch out for any sneakiness by a sniper, and actually Killer is going to now send and find nothing there. TT coming in. That will be an oil. However, Logica is still on these two. Yeah, forgetting that again. Sloppy. 1, 2, 3, 4 oils still for Logica. Sorry, 6. I think that's enough. 4 suppliers for Killer on the other hand, so also looking tidy. Autoloader's now coming in. Needs to see an evac here. Oh my god, we didn't. Ouch. That had to, you had to evac there. You can't lose that. Because this is key for holding this. Without that, you haven't got a hope. And that bus is going to get shredded in seconds as well. Yeah. GG. Yeah. I'm afraid that is a stomping. Very solid from the left-hand team. And is it too late for nuke mix? Yeah. There is nuke cannons, but Overlord's just going to go through and hit it. And also the game's over anyway. King Zero with a beacon for some reason. GG called. Very well played from Logica and Killer. They are going to go through to the final. After 2 pretty smooth sailing games from them. So yeah, well played to them. Alright, well we're in line for an epic final then. The question is, who's it going to be between? I'll host. I'll just host it on whatever the map's meant to be, actually. The question is it finals or 3rd place first? What do we do? And actually, are we even in position to do that? Or are we now doing the other semi-final? I actually genuinely don't know. I should probably find that out. Alright, let's just find out what's going on. I'll wait for a nickname to let me know. That is always the answer. Yeah, nickname, let me know. Talk to me. On Discord, ideally. Okay. We are getting typing. Maybe it's not the other semi-final. Maybe that was covered elsewhere.
So, if we can catch them in between the next game. Fine. So, I think that wasn't actually streamed. Presumably for continuity purposes, which makes sense. So, they might still be playing a game, and they might even be at one of the games. So, it's possible we can jump in on that. So, might have a short wait here. Vanko is typing. Okay. Just waiting to find out. We are waiting for stream, yeah. Alright, that worked out. That was nice. Alright, well, they're coming then. Alright, so we're now waiting on the game and Vanko. So it looks like we'll see the other semi-final in full, which is nice. The question is it the same for the second semi-final? Laser GLA versus Air Tank on Freezing Bursa, okay. So sticking on Freezing Bursa. That's handy. Yeah, same matchup. Oh no, same matchup apparently, okay. Either random reverse or your choice, either semi-final. Fine, Moliere has clarified. Let's let Tumstep know the password. And he'll tell Rudwan, so that's fine. Here he is, Mr. Tumstep. Very wanting to team up with Vanko. So then we just need Rudwan, and then we are good to go for the second semi-final. Let's change the scoreboard in that time. Timstep, I should say, as it's meant to be. Timstep, and he is playing with. Who's he playing with? I keep saying it. Rudwan versus the game / Vanko. Also best of 3. Perfect. Right, just waiting on Rudwan and then we can get into it. They did just say something then, Moliere, about what that was going to be. Either random reverse, do yourself, or either same as others semi-final. Fine, okay, so it's 2 options. Let's ask them. Up to Dumbstep, says Vanko. Very generous of him. Fellow comrades. Okay, Laser GLA. Mirror then. Is that right? Oh, I see. Sorry, so they're going Laser GLA. Mirror, fine. Oh, no, they're not. Random reverse. Ugh, whatever, I'm not going to correct it. Right. I'm not going to correct myself again. Stupid cap. The old caps. Is that observer trick needed on Generals Online? I'm not sure it actually is. Maybe I'm wrong on that though. Someone can probably correct me. I think that was just a Radmin specific thing. So yeah, let's get the other streamer in. Right, so he won't come in. He's going to stream, presumably from the semi-bracket. No problem at all. That will be... Ah. Here he is. Alright, we do have our other streamer. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? I can't actually... So the old trick of doing that doesn't refresh the map anymore, which is actually really annoying. So we didn't actually need to really let him in, did we? Could have just done it after the in and out. Alright, let's wait on Tom Step, and then there we go. We'll dive on in, do an in and out to see what it's going to be, and we will get a random reverse on it. Laser GLA versus Air China. Actually seems pretty balanced, that on balance. Yeah, I'd say that was all right. Yeah, Air China plays Laser GLA. I would say that's balanced. You know. I wonder if they disagree with me. Thing is, the GLA is solid on this map. Admittedly, Laser has a hard time against the air, but the China is also... Yeah, I see that's the issue, isn't it? Of course it is, yeah. Yeah, you gotta laugh. That's basically, that's what we call destiny. That's funny. So we are pretty much going to get a matchup ridiculously similar to what we'd originally planned. I mean, I don't think it's imbalanced by any means, because the air is powerful. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think the laser, though, if the laser has the money, then Toby spam becomes very powerful. And then you're with a GLA rather than a China. So maybe you do favour the laser and the GLA here. Rodwine doing some final tactics with Tumstep. Alright, we're good to go. So for a place in the final, there is a third place as well. Don't know if we would do the third place. I assume that one of the streamers will do third place and one of them will do final, but I could be wrong. Alright, Tim Step then on the left playing as in the green as Air. And with him, Red, Wine and Blue playing as V China. Right side, the game in red playing as Laser. And with him, Vanko in the pink playing as Vanilla GLA. Yeah, so straight away looking like the Laser is wanting those juicy oils. And if you can get onto a certain level of richness, shall we say, yeah, beginning to say take this, that makes sense. Yeah, if you can get up to a certain economy, then you're gonna be able to spam Tovies, and they can cause problems for the Air and the China. Very, very effective. Especially when you combine it with a load of quads. Hello Ascension and hello One Kebab. Good to see you both. Okay, dual war factory, 2 supplies, 2 war factories. Very standard build by everyone here. And it's going to be Tumstep going for the oils behind this as well. Master player that is Tumstep. Very, very good player. It's clear both will vie for this middle position. That's nicely done from the game. Getting the drop in. There's a slight bit of lag coming in there. Yeah, he's going to get a hold on this. Timstep is beaten then to this position. And so far so good for the game. And Vanko. We are going to get a flamer in an attempt at the oil grab here. And yeah, really nice from the game. He's played this super well, hasn't he? Barracks here, missile defenders to defend against the China. And already you feel like the China's pretty useless. King Raptors though from Timstep. Flashbangs are in play for him. But this is all just buying time for the game to get these oils. So he's going to be on 1, 2, 3, 4. Possibly 5 oils. Nicely done from Woodwan, actually. Does crucially keep these Rangers alive. So can he sneak these in? I think he'll still get it denied. Ooh. Wow, what a nice, really, really nice TT that was from Vanko. Yeah, that does get denied then. And it's looking good for the right team, isn't it? Nice pop. Ooh, actually a bit unlucky to not get a Chinook there. And Vanko is looking to intercept these King Raptors. Does get one somehow. Doesn't get the other. Very fine margins there. Yeah, Vanko looking sharp this game. He is looking sharp. And Rudwan, on the other hand, is having a miserable time. Just trying to spam flamers. Timstep unable to deny that in time. Flamer spam is on the way. That's really nicely done from Timstep. There's going to be a real hard graft this for the left team. Because they don't have any of these oils. And how many oils is that for the game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 oils. He is minted. And the War Factory production is going to crack on. Yeah, look at that. 12.5k. Rodwan, on the other hand, he's just... yeah, it's tough. It's real hard for the China, this. I think, yeah, I guess on this map where it's so large, the China is just so ineffective. I mean, maybe MiGs would have been a good play. I think MiGs could be quite powerful. Maybe just going two supplies, 2 war factories wasn't the right build here. Okay, Timstep's just gonna cause as much damage as quickly as possible. Nice cancel there on the tunnel. And he does get into a pretty annoying position there. Avengers coming out. There's a bit of pressure being put on them now in this area. You have to say, Vanko in the game do look pretty good, don't they? I'm being quite impressed with them. They were very good against Logica and Killer. They were actually pretty unlucky. Nice laser locks coming in here as well. In comes the King Raptors then. Looking to get a few pickoffs. And a couple of quads do indeed get picked off. Rodwan trying to push in here. Is going to get scared off. One gat goes down. Quite a bit of lag here by the looks of it. And there's a bit of distance between all the players involved though. Hold the line coming in. And they are literally holding the line here, the right team. Nice against that quad. Building a tunnel there. In comes more King Raptors. Not the most efficient from Timstep.
But he is trying to put them to work. And he is currently on level... Everyone's level 1 right now. I must admit, I do really like this observer scoreboard. It's really, really good. Yeah, if you're Rodwan, what are you doing? I mean, MiG's now probably going to get built. Too little, too late. There's a load of Avengers out. Whoa, Tim, step. I don't know, mate. I don't know about that. All to kill a tunnel seems a little bit excessive to me. I've genuinely got no idea what the left team are meant to do here. I really don't. The right team have just done this so well. And it shows how much they know about 2v2s compared to me. Because I was there thinking this might not be too far in it. But yeah, there's just nothing that they can do against this combination. And for every second that passes, this gets harder and harder for the left team. Because the economy difference is massive. Yeah, I mean, what's that? 9k each versus 6 to 7k each? It's a pretty significant push coming in now then. Red one maybe just letting him down a bit there. Nice combo play. Probably needs to find a way to get to level 3. Because if you can get level 3 in Pathfinders, that would make a big difference. But I don't know if they're going to get there. Carpet bomb comes in. Don't think that's going to get all that much. No, it didn't. I think it just got one missile defender. Swing and a miss on the carpet bomb. And Substep's still quite far off level 3. Like I say, if he can get to Pathfinders, then maybe he has a chance of breaking this position. Because then the missile defenders are much less useful. And these Vs can have a more fun, shall we say. There's even going to be a Colonel Burton potentially on the soil. Might get detected. Does get detected. Maybe he knew about that. Yeah. Alright, maybe. I think he got a little lucky there, you know. MiG goes down. Yeah, both Tim Step and the game fairly close to level 3 apiece then. This is ambitious. Can he get the firebase? Yep. He does get it. And he saves the V. So now that he's level 3, will he get Pathfinders? Just in time for the GLA to have a load of buggies. That's the only problem. And is now building a Scudstorm. Goes for Spectre Gunship and calls in the Spectre Gunship. Oh, because he's Air Force, obviously he's gone for Carpet. So he's going to go Spectre first. And then maybe he'll get some Pathfinders after. I don't even know if this Spectre makes it. Gonna take a lot of damage on the way. Yeah, no way. Not a chance. No chance. I think his best bet was probably to go for one of the ones back here. But there's so much anti-air, it can barely break through. And I have to be fair to the left team. I'm impressed they're still trying. Because I think I'd have given up at this point. When you have like this, you haven't got hope. Like none, really. Yeah. MiGs are gonna get a couple of buggies. And Tim Step is sneaking on the flank. If he takes the tunnel, and he does, and he gets out of there. Okay, look at this though. Yeah, I mean it's a nice try from Tim Step. It's a good idea. You gotta try something, but that number of Tovies, he knows it. He's just gonna go back. Is he maybe going to try and shoot off the top of the cliff? Maybe. Okay, laser tank does get wrecked there. Vanko furthest behind. Yeah, nice. But this is a good move. Should be able to pick off this oil then. Instead of losing a V. Yeah, they took that seriously, didn't they? Scud Storm now in play. Inferno Cannon's now out. Nice save of the Jarman there. By the Avenger. Low power. Particle Cannon, but low power for now. Now comes back online. There's a real lack of ECMs here for Rudwan, isn't there? Can he at least get himself to level 3? I'm surprised there's no ECMs. That's like the first thing you get. Especially if you've got Inferno Cannons. Yeah, there we go. Now he's realised. I just wonder if this right team, what they're trying to work out, what the hell they're supposed to do. That's the thing. I mean, some kind of all in, but you're so far away. And Mig's lurking. Inferno Cannons missing. Ooh. Might get a Jarman for his troubles. He does. I think that was quite lucky. Yeah, the Inferno Cannons are nice. And there are two MDs here just chilling. They could easily just start laser locking these. Yeah, a little bit slow. So now the Inferno Cannons should have some success. And actually, Tim Step also lurking. Carpet Bomb comes in. That's probably going to be just in this general area. I think it will miss again, though. And Tim Step, again, not going Pathfinders. I'm surprised by that. Okay, he's going to call some of these Vs, but yeah, this was definitely an exaggerated response to not that big a threat. Nice clean up by the laser tank. Carpet Bomb comes in. This could be quite nice. Oh, it is going to be nice. That is going to be a nice Carpet Bomb. Takes the building as well. That was good. And left team putting a little bit of pressure on all of a sudden. They've had a little bit of success here. Have the right team gone a little bit arrogant? Did they think there was no way they could lose this? Because suddenly they're in a bit of trouble. S&D now coming in instead. And Scud launchers being researched. Yeah, left team have to act quickly here. Money-wise, Red One probably needs to start taking this ASAP. And there is a dozer coming forward. Yeah, Tim Step doing very well with the army here. Nice King Rapture on the Scud launcher. Does go down, but definitely an important pick-off. And yeah, this is good from Tim Step. Really putting some good pressure on. Right team are going to hold this position, but they will lose this supply. Would still like to see... Okay, yeah, MiGs are going to come in then. We'll take the Scud launcher out. Oils here were picked off. And they've been picked off from here a short while ago, wherever they were here. It's a bit weird. I can't see the existing marks for them. Yeah, this looks like a scarier army then. That's a very full building. Is there flashbangs? I'm not sure there is. King Raptor's coming in then. And it's just brute force. Don't tell me the left team are going to win this after what seemed like an impossible position. Particle will come in here. That'll be Tumstep's income pretty much wiped out. Because that oil has been picked off. So yeah, it was a case of now or never, really. There's still a lot of work for this team to do. Tumstep's now level 5. Still a very big income advantage for the right team. And the A10's coming in. That's a nice pick-off on Rudwan's supply. Yeah, that goes down then. Very important pick-off. And there is a decent fight back here. Quite a few quads going down, but overall, good clear up. And that is a lot of Tobies. Is he trying to hit that? Yeah. We'll get 2 markets for his troubles. Yeah. Again, very good micro from Tumstep. He's making a game of it. He is going to have to sweep this up, though. Didn't need to carpet that, I don't think. Will tidy it up, though. But he could have just waited on Tumstep. Yeah, those are the 2 oils then. No big surprise there. I would have liked to have seen that building taken out. Though actually, getting the airfield, very nice pick-off. Because he gets 2 King Raptors for it as well. So that was probably worth it. There's still so many Humvees in. There are a lack of buggies. Fuel air, leaflet drop does get a few Humvees there. Yeah, more buggies are what's needed here. We have got ourselves a Scud Storm now. Pathfinder's purchased from the game. Where has the Scud been placed? Is it going to be just here? Yeah, it is. Chinook's going down in the process. Will lose the supply. And no, he won't. He'll lose the barracks, but keep the supply. Either way, very nice hit. Strategy center and a war factory. And 2 Chinooks. And a barracks. So yeah, good hit there. From Banco. Taking a bit of pressure here. Tumstep's army has whittled down, hasn't it? Because even though these are Tobies, they're still very, very... There's only so much you can really do. Even for a player of Tumstep's skill. They are going to hold here, I think, the right team. Still with a massive... Yeah, in fact, they've actually got an even bigger money advantage at this point. Nice pick-off there by the Demo Scuds, or the GLA Scud, I should say. A10's coming in. Is that just on the oil? I think... Nope, it's not. That is going to be on the Stinger and the tunnel. And yeah, Rubban's just got so little left now. He does have a nuke, and he is able to produce... well, he can take gem promos, can't he? Another V picked off for Tumstep. Is this... Yeah, GG. There's only so much you can do, and very well played. Yeah, gave it a good go. But well held from the right team. They probably had too much money for too long, and yeah, they take a 1-0 lead. I think they are going to have a very hard time, however, winning the reverse. Having watched that, I struggle to see what the left team can do. I don't know if I've answered yet. Apex says, do you want to do this afterwards? I can't, actually. Sorry, I was meant to reply to you saying that properly. But no,
I've got to spend time with the missus tonight. Well, once this is done anyway. So, not tonight, I'm afraid. We will do it eventually. I'm still very, very rusty. I know you probably are as well, but I'm especially rusty. Yeah, we'll try and squeeze it in another time. Like I said, by the time I'm done with this set, I think, yeah, I didn't sleep very well. Oh. In fact, I slept absolutely dreadfully last night. And it wasn't good. It's so bad. Got so little sleep. And I am in London all day tomorrow. Ah, yeah. Yes, of course. How could I forget the other streamer? I actually completely forgot that he was in. Whoops. Okay, just waiting on our other streamer. Alright. Next game. What have Vanco and the game got in store for us here? What is their plan to somehow have a chance of beating the team on the right? Start on the left, we've got the game. He is playing in red as the USA Air Force General. With him is Vanco playing in pink. He's playing as V China. Right hand side, we've got Rudwan in the blue playing as GLA. And here we have got the laser for Tumstep in the green. I wonder if Stealth Comanches are a play here. Could they do something? Because they're pretty effective against GLAs, and they can be effective against the USAs. So maybe that's an idea that they could employ. Maybe. Maybe not. That Chinook's definitely not playing ball, is it? Yeah. It's gonna basically go for the same thing as before, who wants a bit of map control. But Tumstep's actually just going to go straight in and be aggressive, which is nice. He knows what he has to do this time. Okay, 2 dozers. This one looking edgy. Probably is going to get the barracks up though. And that is very nicely done. Truck also very nice from from Vanco. Really, really nice. That's actually done some nice work. And Dozer here for the game is going to go down. Still think still the CCs, who's going to be alright there. Hello, Hot Daddy. The freezers are annoying. Yeah, they are. There's not really anything we can do about it, unfortunately. But yeah, appreciate the point. Okay, left team are definitely doing better, I think, here. Flashbangs. Now we'll flash that building out. Oils are being secured for Tumstep here. But then ditto for the game as well. Okay, nicely dealt with. And yeah, it's good pressure. It's really, really not too bad, this. This probably is going to take care of it, however. We'll commit to just trying to kill the barracks, but probably not going to do enough. Might actually take it out. Yeah, it does take it out. Alright. And we'll just go back.
no one taking this supply is probably a mistake. I think the China needs to be taking this. Okay, that flamer is going to get denied. And actually doing quite nicely here. Good micro though, overall. And left team certainly doing very, very nicely. Good combo play. You can tell that they are certainly no novices here. Dozer will get picked off. Very annoying for Timstep, that. They are holding. Flashbangs for Timstep, unfortunately. So I think one Ranger, and that's just going to wipe that out. We'll lose a B, though. Sloppy from Timstep here. There's some good in and out going on. And then with the Gats, doing very well. I have been very impressed with the game in Vanco today, you know. I have been. They are a very solid team, these two. They might still not do enough to be able to win this, but yeah, they're playing out their skin, really. These quads pretty strong. Oil's coming in. Timstep is on some decent number of oils. 5 in total. And building gets flushed out. I think there was a chance earlier to kill these, and I think that would have been a good shout from the left team. There was a moment when there was a flamer on this one. Could have easily just flamed down the building, but opted not to, and they might just pay the price for that decision. Yeah, right team seem to have a bit more of a hold of this now. And the clock very much ticking here for the left team. Are they already now thinking, is it too late? Maybe they are. Hello, Ibra, by the way, with some extremely technical language there. Buffer adjustment algorithm. I kind of follow the logic. Basically some sort of algorithm that allows for the buffering. I assume, is it like linked to the 60 Hertz, or is it just more prominent when it's 60 Hertz because everything's smoother, right? Yeah. I'm going to take your word for that. It sounds extremely complicated. So all credit to you guys. Prop now coming out for Vanco. But again, left team, will they run out of steam here? They are still giving it a good go. Nice pick off there by Timstep, you know. Because that's 200 XP and a building that actually could be very annoying. But in the end, does defend the oil and will move on. Okay, how are we getting on Route 1? There is a buggy out now. I was just wondering if he was on a palace, and that has answered my question. So it starts to get harder and harder now. The wall has very much begun, and it really comes down to how long the left team want to try for. Gets into a nice position here, though. And I much prefer the unit composition here for the China than what Rudwan did in the last game. That oil will certainly go down. And as we say that, here it goes any second now. Yeah. There it is. Flamer just about surviving, continuing to be as annoying as possible. I think one click on the quad though, and that should be taking it out. There we go. Get 2 for said quad as well. Are we on a market yet? Possibly. Can't quite tell if that's real or fake. Probably a real one at this point. Carpet bomb comes in. Does kill this building. Okay, big push then from the left team on this top position. Have we got chain guns? No, we have not. Yeah, nothing saying really, nothing doing. S&D now coming in for Tim Step as well. Loads of missile defenders. Loads of ease. Lots of freezes as well. Good laser locks from Tim Step. And is this the left team just going for it and thinking, sod it, no point in elongating this one. They are getting whittled down very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Yeah, that oil went down somehow. Didn't see the how. But very scary army here. Another VE going down. And Tim Step deciding not to muck about. This might be a game-ending push right here. Nice X there. Roban also level 3. The game now level 3. Might be able to help himself out with Spectre maybe, but it's probably over. In fact, it's definitely over. There is no surviving this number of these and getting in your base. There's no real chance here for the left team. So it is going to be a 1-1. There's the GG from both players. And we go to a decider. Well played, Tim Step and Rudwan. Pressure was on, very much not faltering there, as expected. So yeah, well played to them. They're going to force a decider, which is on. Was it Lone Eagle? It was Lone Eagle. It's an Inf Stealth Mirror on Lone Eagle. Should be a nice watch. As is the entire set, really. But yeah, this should be a fun one. Something you wanted to do and play it a long time ago. But yeah, exactly that. Priority stability is a key thing. So it sounds more like a, for the time being, maybe it's more like a wish list item, is how I'd interpret it. But yeah, for now, let's just focus on that. It's still completely revolutionary. I mean, the fact that you got quick match alone, for me personally, is just amazing. I am finding the clicks, when clicks don't register, that's annoying. I will admit that. But I'm not entirely sure what causes that. And I'm kind of just training myself to just click more often. It seems to do the trick. Alright, just round on red one, then we'll have our Inf Stealth Mirror Decider on Lone Eagle. Oh, I feel tired. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh. God, I can really feel the effects of my dinner. Okay. Looks like we've got a crisscross going on here. And just waiting on the game of Vanko. And then we'll see our final game. Did I make the score 1-1? Yes, I did. Perfect. Okay. Let's see who plays Killer and Logica in the final then. We have a Stealth Inf Mirror decider, and we start at the top, right hand side, with Vanko in the pink playing as China Infantry General. Partner in crime here is the game in red. He is playing as GLA Stealth. They're up against the player in blue, which is Rudwan in as the China Infantry. And with him, the Stealth General in green, that is the Master Timstep. Oh, good. I feel knackered. Yeah, Inf Stealth's kind of a fun matchup. I think the early game, can the infantry do anything against the stealth? And then if it can't, can it be effective with MiGs in the mid to late game? And the general promotions as well. How quickly you kill these oils tends to be very key to how the game goes. And normally is a key factor. So one could ask, is it worth going for a Licks just to kill the oils early? There is an argument for it. However, we are not seeing either player go for that. Or what I should say is either of the infantries. Ruban's going to go for a 3 supply build, whereas it looks to me like Vanko's just going to collect these later. I think these 3 are enough to be collecting them earlier. What time is it feeling tired already? Yeah, it's early for me, Hod. I mean, what is it? According to this, it's only 20 past 8. Yeah, it's early, but I just slept that terribly last night. Like, really dreadfully. Right, truck going, presumably, for an extremely ambitious... yeah. I think that's a bit ambitious. I mean, there's a tunnel in play already, so it won't get anything done. And he's not even capturing them right now. First technical opts to go back in the end. And Timstep is going to put some pressure on. Ooh. Doesn't quite get the crush in. Terrorist will kill the minigunner. That is going to be him getting out of there. Damage very much done. Good start for Timstep. And actually, Ruban's pretty much untouched at this moment in time. So certainly a better start for the team on the left. The game picking off that worker. I will not sneak in. Oil's now coming in for both the GLAs. Okay. And then airfield being produced. Yeah, pretty much the oil's coming in almost the exact same time then. Palace being constructed by both... No, that's a second arms dealer actually. Okay. So 2 arms dealers plays arms dealer and Palace. That is a scary couple of outposts by the looks of it. That's going to try and descend on Timstep. Is Timstep in trouble here? He might be. This could spell trouble. Because that is, if that's, oh wow. Okay, good reaction there from Vanko. Arms dealer probably needs to go down. Oh, King MiG, really nice. Ah, kill that! No way, man. Oh my god, that MiG saved him, but not killing that is criminal. At the very least, commit to killing the arms dealer, because that would have been genuinely annoying for Timstep. He knows that there are some empty outposts, so wants to kill them because it's empty scouting, and does just that. And he collects the scrap as well, very nice. Ruban trying to put a little bit of pressure on himself.
But there are also MiGs out for Banco. And Black Napalm's upgraded as well. Whereas not quite in for Rubwan just yet. So yeah, infantry's having a hard time. Perhaps as one expects. But is Tim Stepp going to be the stronger looking one now that he's held that? Ooh, nice play. Has his other dozer already been picked off? Ah, it has. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That is big trouble because there's not even a war factory out. Oh, that is a disaster. And actually, he's going to take these supplies straight away because he knows... Oh no, he has got a war factory, okay. So he has at least got what he needs, but... I don't know. Yeah, get your CC back. If you don't get hunted, I struggle to see how you lose that advantage. If you get the CC back, that is. It's a big if. So I think if you're Vanko, you need to be trying to do the same in reverse there. So yeah, the game is obviously going to take these supplies because he knows that there's no point in the infantry getting them because he's limited. So he's just going to get limited to this one supply. This is a good realization from the game to go right. Well, if you're hunted, I might as well just go for it. I might as well take all the supplies. So not necessarily a bad reaction. Yeah, that's a huge advantage for the bottom team now, and Palace in earlier as well. Quite a bit earlier. Very methodical from the bottom team. And Rudwan, two very key plays in this game. Killing all them. It's a lot of workers, isn't it? Yeah, killing all of these and then going in for the hunt on Vanko. Two key moments there. And probably is going to... Oh my word, what the hell is that? Wow. I've never seen that message before in my entire life. Is this game still working? No, it's not. Oh dear. Ah, that is controversial, to say the least. But it was Rudwan that mismatched, according to my screen there. So it feels like... Oh, man. That's messy. Right, let me at least start off by recreating that. Oh dear. I want to see if someone independently... Yeah, that might be a lucky escape. I think I've had independent verification that it was Rudwan that disconnected. And because of that, they were ahead, but because he DC'd, it's like, well, it is what it is, mate. You did the DC. You can't just take the win when you disconnect. That's just not how it works. And in fairness, I think they'd expect that. They expect that. I think it's just unlucky. What else are you supposed to say? So yeah, it's gonna be a re. And yeah, look at that. Tom Step knows. He knows. Yeah, first time I've seen that message come up on Go. Yeah, that's good advice. Alright, I've just been told to do a re of the game. That's probably a wise idea. I've no idea if that necessarily makes a difference, but, well, better be on the safe side, right? Yeah, first time I've seen that before. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, as Deadly Phoenix says, they were ahead, but when they were the cause of the DC, not really then
Generals
fair
Online.
to give that the other way. So it has to be a re. It's just very unlucky for your Rudwan and yeah, and Tumstep. It's just unlucky. What can you do? Yeah, okay. Garrison maybe a little bit out of the loop, because I'm not sure he's in the group chat on Discord. So yeah, a bit unlucky, bit of a reprieve then for Game and Vanco, because that hunt probably meant that it was going to be very, very difficult for them. They did respond quite quickly to it, but it still would have been tough. And to be fair to Tim Step and Redburn, they're not really complaining about it, and that's fair because they can't really complain about it. There was a lot of 0-hour to be played there. So yeah, you can't make a judgment on it. Just unlucky for them because they would have had a good chance of winning it. But by no means a guarantee. So we go again on the re. Let's all right, there we go. Perfect. Hopefully we don't see that again. And we go again. So once again, just to remind everyone, Vanco here, the top right playing as the infantry. Top left here, the game in the green as stealth. And then, of course, Rudwan here in blue as infantry. And then down here, Tim Step playing as the stealth in cyan this time. Bit of a mix-up in colours. The game playing as green on this occasion. Tim Step taking the Marikar colour. Rudwan the lift truck colour. And Vanco. Is there even a high-level player that plays in pink? I'm not entirely sure there is. Did Rage used to play in pink? I think Firearm would kill me if he was still in the chat if I got that wrong. I feel like he used to. But apart from him, I can't actually think of anyone. Weirdly. The game going for a bit of a box, but I'm not overly convinced by it. Because there's no way that's boxed in. Not in a million years. It sure is. And we've got a final after this. Whoever wins this game plays Killer and Logica in the final. But then there is also third place. But yeah, they may not get streamed. No one's interested in third place, are they? Unless there's a prize for it, but I'm pretty sure there isn't. So, no real need to be streaming them. So, I imagine we will see the final after this, but Nickname or Moliere might correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, Truck then is going to deny this worker. Just about. So, no sneaky workers for now from either. And yeah, look at that. CC keep this time. Vanco does not want to get hunted, and I do not blame him. Otherwise, pretty much going for the same build. Very nice bunker that. Worker getting denied. That is kind of annoying. It's a nice response to get into these buildings. We'll pick off a dozer, but that won't be quite as annoying as last time. You might think he's going to have some success, but yeah, CC keep on this occasion, so won't mind it as much. Ooh, does take one of them then. Oh wow, what has he done there? It's an empty tech, isn't it? Oh my god. He didn't need to evac. He should have just stayed in there. That is just disastrous.
This tentacle has done a lot of damage. And look at the crushers. Tim Stepp has played an absolute masterstroke. And he's going to kill all of that. That one tentacle did a crazy amount of damage. Like, a crazy amount of damage. And we haven't seen any equivalent tentacle go in on this base. Or over here. Palace now being constructed. Tim Stepp recognises the lead that he has and goes for the fast palace then. Very nearly gets a tunnel up here, but that is going to get denied in time. The game opting to take this supply of Vanco then. Bit interesting, I guess, just because the way they want to do the split. Tim Stepp is going to try and get a sneaky tunnel in here. And the beacon is either to let Roban know or to let me know. Very nice of him either way. Bottom team are actually looking even better in this game than they were the last game. Mig will come in. Gonna need to see an evac here, and we do. But one Mig. Gets away with it. Actually, that was quite nice because it distracted, and they're going to tidy that up as a result. So yeah, here's the play then. They want a combo on the get a combo in on the stealth. They're not going to muck around. They don't want to see another mismatch. They're going to just go straight in, and you know I don't blame them. Okay, yeah, look, Rowan was going for the same trick, but sees the CC, so then he ducks out of it quite quickly. Ooh, terrorist, it's very nice. Is he going to get it? No, he doesn't. A force fire was probably what he needed there. Nice save on the flamer, though, by Red One. And is there enough to pop out from... He's going to pop from the rear. But these MiGs have to do something, and do something fast. They have to kill that. And they will kill that. So we've got MiGs coming in here. No black napalm just yet, however. One MiG does go down. Right team holding just fine for now. They're certainly under some decent pressure from the left team here. All of this just buying them as much time as possible. I do prefer the way they're playing it. Put a little bit of aggression. I mean, it's worth remembering how much damage that tentacle did. It was a lot. Okay, I think I would like to see that RPG get dealt with. And he is building up the MiG numbers. But then Ruban is also very much on it with the MiG numbers. Some reason got a bit spooked there. Was there an attempt at a hijacker? Because why else would have you moved that away? Other than being spooked by that. Going for another airfield now. Yeah, as I said, Rodman just playing it exactly how you're supposed to. This palace is maybe a tiny bit late, but is going to come in. And Vanco, no sign of a propaganda. It just feels like he's miles behind Rodwan in this game. Economically, he's behind, though, because he's given this extra supply to his teammate. So giving all the money to the GLA can maybe be beneficial in the long game. But when you took as much damage as the game did, that alone can probably just reset that. Okay, he's going to just kill these other buildings, which is quite nice. Just a random red wall coming through there then. Not entirely sure what he's planning on achieving. This tunnel is going to detect it either way, and it will go down. Yeah. Tim Stepp has beaconed that for some reason. Presumably to say, go pick that off with the MiGs, because it's an easy pick-off. Lots of XP, and it also stops the stealth from just getting free units. Yeah, that's that. Ooh. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a lot of quads. Yeah, the game's having a bit of a hard time of it, this game. And that goes down now as well. There were some pretty expert level MiGs they were.
Did he just know they were there? I mean, it was just an instant reaction. Straight on it. And look at the quads that he lost. That hurts. That actually hurts seeing that. I can't lie. And actually, Rudwan, the XP shot up then. He's now level 2 as a result of that. Really nicely done. Hello, Nick Pine, by the way. Good to see you, my man. Seeing Nick Pine and Moliere in the chat at the same time is very, very old school stuff, by the way. That's like, that takes me back. That's funny. We just need Sirius Fox back now. Then it would the set would be complete. That's funny stuff. Very much old school group there. It's not even that old school. It's we're talking only like, you know, 2019, 2020. It wasn't that long ago, really, in the grand scheme of things. Well, technical coming forward here. But this is going to get sniped nice and early. And just as well that he did. Might have lost the tunnel there. I'm not entirely sure what his aim was. Rudwan has beaconed this for some reason. As if to say, oh, look at this. That's why he's able to afford to do stuff. Ooh, is he going for a dozer? I think he is, and these dozers are very quickly going to scurry to the mines. That's a wise move. Yeah, that's down, for sure. Nice try, but Vanko was all over it. Do you know what, actually? Do you know what would be a really pro play? I've just thought about this. So, ooh. Okay, he's gonna just kill this off in return. Might lose one. Does appear to keep him alive. All right, that's a good return. Made sense for the infantry to get this, by the way, because you get troop crawlers out of it, which is why Rudwan had it. But that's been taken out nice and early, so good move from the right-hand team. Yeah, do you know what a pro move would be? Is leave your dozer out there and get your mate's hijacker to be on guard mode right next to it. So then if the hijacker goes in, surely your own mate's hijacker just instantly gets it, right? So then you just give your mate tech for free. How have people not thought about this before? Like, that would actually be like a 2000 IQ move, right? Because I'm pretty sure if you had your hijacker on guard, it would react instantly. And if it did react instantly, you wouldn't have time to get power, and you would just get power yourself. So yeah, pro tips from Anti-Pro right there. Nice pop. Or better pop. Can those MiGs kill that? I'm not even sure that the MiGs kill that. No, they don't. So he loses MiGs for nothing there. I think he lost a couple. Scuds are starting to get built. We are going to go pretty deep here. Random Rebel just sneaking on through there. Does get picked off by the tunnel. Did manage to make it a long way, didn't it? So yeah, right team still very much in it. Oh, Hijacker's being built. I assume, though, that Rudwan is also on Hijackers. He is. We've got 2 Scuds being built here by Timstep. Ah. Workers trying to steal supplies by Vanko. Can't be having that. Troop crawler is going to get locked on. But the minigunner gets dropped off, and that's going to put him off. So away he goes. I imagine these buildings probably have minigunners in, because if the MiGs come in and then fly over here, they'll get absolutely chopped to bits. Maybe a couple of flamers could even be quite nice just to flush them out, because these areas can be quite annoying, so flushing them out could be quite a good move. Even if that was done in the early game. Alright, Scud's actually out first for the game then, but just the one. There is a second one building though, which is slightly behind the second one of Timstep. So okay, it's probably about even on the Scuds. Oh, there was Faz Fox as well. Yeah, that was a different player altogether. And yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to make you sad there, Nick Pine. Yeah, he was a pretty good player as well, just before he was finally leaving. But yeah, shame he didn't like keep in contact or anything. I guess he just left his online presence for good, which was unfortunate, but that's life. That's just how it goes. Ooh, nearly got in that building. Missed opportunity there. I hear a bike. It's a German on a bike this time. So does he want to go hijacker hunting, or is he after a dozer? The infamous Vet 3 German on a bike. Except it's not Vet 3. Yet. Yeah, I don't know where he's meant to be exactly. I'm not sure where he's supposed to go. Using the Lotus, I think, as a sighter, though. Okay, we'll get out of there. I didn't realise that there was a tunnel there from Tim Step. That might have just given a game away a little bit. Nicely done from Rudwan. Nice pick off on the troop crawler. Expensive loss, actually. Second Scud nearly in now for the game. Do you know, this is nicely placed because you put mines on that prop. And then basically impossible for a... ooh. I think that was... I'm not sure what that was going down, actually. Maybe a power. Another Scud being built here by Tim Step. Another one, actually, as well. So here's economically... And another one. So that's the aim of the game, then. Quite a bit ahead in Scuds being constructed. 2 apiece right now, but... yeah, economically, they're actually pretty close economically. There's not much in it, but just Tim Step's just a little bit further ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 markets as well. Does the game have more? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's actually behind 5. He's actually slightly behind on the markets as well, then. I guess that's just the effect of this earlier, right? When the tentacle came in and wrecked his economy in the early game. That's probably what that is. Just had that lead. And Tim Step knows that. And that's why he dropped the palace down nice and early. Because if you could get slightly ahead, you can just kind of play a game where you retain that lead for like the duration. You essentially just wear your opponent out in the end. That's kind of the approach we're seeing here by the left team. It's methodical, it's patient. Might get a pop out of this tunnel. Ooh, no pop. Oh, the pop's actually up here instead. So he did lose a few MiGs, but I think... maybe a missed opportunity to get a few more. Well, he knows it's there now. Does jump on this position. Will pop out of here, however. Jarman kill on the bike. Nicely done. Ooh, Jarman could snipe. Does snipe. MiGs coming in. And this should be a pretty clean tidy up for the top team then. Yeah, it is. And have they just sort of... MiGs coming back in for another round, but that is wasteful. These... oh, wow. That is a lot of MiGs that just went down there. That's a lot of MiGs. And someone just got level 3. In fact, actually, both of them got level 3. Both the infantry is hitting level 3 at the exact same time then. The game quite a bit ahead on XP relative to Tim Step after all of that. And we have a nuke now from the infantry. So overall, that push hasn't really worked. And I was just saying about, you know, playing methodical. For some reason, they just opted to do a pretty suicidal push. And they've just kind of given the top team a little bit of a momentum. And we've got single artillery, and that is a freeze. Carpet bomb, not sure he's used it. Think I prefer to see double artillery barrage. Hit on the props, nice. Carpet bomb over here and RT barrage. MiGs will delete that instantly though. Yeah. And is that just going to be a retaliatory strike on the propaganda here of Vanko? Probably. Yeah, it probably is. Ooh, is that a load of saboteurs? It is. Yeah, he's ready for it though. He is very ready for it. He might be able to get in here. And that appears to be the aim. Yeah, he's going to get in this one. This is the one that's actually due to fire second, the 2-minute 12 one. So it wouldn't be... Ah, nah, he's gone. He's gone ambitious, has he? One gets picked. Yeah, nice try from Tim Step. Good idea, but the game was very, very ready for that. So this is going to fire. And it's... Is it going to go straight on the internet center? It should do. Right here. Although, actually, probably the two... I don't know. Do you know, I'm a little bit torn on this one. Yeah, look at this. He knows he's got to get out of there quickly. Because the infantry could be more annoying later on. And killing 2 oils at this stage for the stealth, is it really going to make a difference? So, yeah, which one do you go for? Do you go for the internet center? You can see that Rudwan's expecting it because he's already evac'd a few out of there. And he's actually deliberately kept a couple there to make it appear to be a valuable target still. So, yeah, we're about to find out where this first scud is going. Here it is. It is on the oils. Okay. And he will get both of them. Ooh, was that... I think that was just a rebel on a bike. I don't think that was anything more or less. Very nearly 3-star here for the game. That's quite important because if he can get a cash bounty, that could be worth quite a lot. Nice pick off of the tunnel. And Scud now coming in from Tim Step. There's the first one. Now this in all likelihood is just going to be straight back on the oil, I'd expect. Will be another couple of scuds in 30 seconds and 50 seconds respectively. Maybe he'll go for the palace and production. I'd expect it to be on the oil. No, it's actually on the... Yeah, this is going to be on the internet center. And that is going to hurt a lot. Ouch. Ah, that really hurts if you're the infantry. That's the entire economy just gone in one go. It does still have a few scattered around, but yeah, that's a very painful hit. Notice how he got anthrax. Did he get anthrax? I can't actually tell. I think he might have upgraded to anthrax beta there. Because I think it does make a difference to the strength of the scud. I mean, he must have done because it's blue, right? Like, it can only be blue if he did that. He also got an airfield there as well, which had a couple of MiGs on it. So a nice scud overall there. Okay, that is definitely going to get shot down. Again, pointless getting a carpet bomb, really. It's never going to do anything. Might as well just invest fully in the artillery barrage. Okay, another scud coming in. That probably will now be on the oils. Second scud now coming in for the game. And yeah, you can see what this game is going to just become now. Yep, that is indeed on the oils. These are definitely dead. There we go. But where has the retaliator gone? It's gone over here, yeah. Okay. Yeah, obviously this is now... This is green instead. Doesn't really matter. We'll still kill an internet center with ease either way. But Radwan didn't lose a full whack internet center because he actually evac'd a couple of them, which was a nice move from him earlier. So left team's certainly still ahead in my view. Economically, yeah, Vanko quite a bit behind Radwan, whereas the two GLAs are in a very similar place then. Tim Step does have a 1 Scud Storm lead though, and he's going to get the benefit of that in a second. It is laggy. It is laggy. And it's only going to get worse as the players build more and more. Need more Scud Storms to kill more stuff, ideally. Okay, next Scud Storm coming in. What will be the target this time? It is going to be airfield and market and a power. Alright. Okay, MiGs come in, picking off tunnel here. Obviously, easily 4-star and 3-star for the GLAs now. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Tumstep knows he's going to get at level 3 as soon as a Scud comes in. So, hence why he's not too worried. Another Scud coming in now. And Rubwan just chilling with the MiGs. Ditto, so is the GLA here. Oh, is this the command center that might go down? That'd be a brilliant hunt if it... So CC goes down. That Dozer still very much alive. But is it the last Dozer? Oh, the MiGs. He knows. There's no way. The trouble is, there's another Scud. There's another Scud. So we could just use the Scud on this. The question is, will he? I think he should. I think he's got it there, so why not? One of these two it must be. Yeah, Ruban's pointed out and said, look, the last Dozers here is actually taking damage from the Anthrax. That would be a terrible way to get hunted. Oh my god, he's just lost that to the Anthrax as well. I don't believe it. Oh wow. He has just lost that to the Anthrax. That's shocking. That's so bad. You can't let that happen. That's why you don't... He's gone for it. He is going to miss, but he went for it. Oh, wow. And now he needs... Oh, he has power, actually, doesn't he? Okay. No, he doesn't. He's actually low power. So before he gets the CC, ideally he needs another... I would sell these two. The power and CC is top priority at this point. Ooh. That's sneaky. How the hell did he do that? Is it stealthed? I don't think it is. Somehow, Timstep's completely missed that. I'm unconvinced how much damage it will do. But, somehow... Oh, he's seen it. He has seen it. Wow, okay. The game launches his own Scudstorm now, then. Those are still alive. Second power has been constructed. Yeah, that was... No idea how he's managed to do that. Palace is going to get targeted then. And that is going to go down. Another Scudstorm now coming in. So he is now going for it. Rodwan very, very aware of where that CC is, but there's no Scud due to probably stop it in time. So I think he is going to get it. I think he is going to get it. Scud will go down. Yeah. Okay. Well, they're level on Scuds. Another Scud now ready. So he's just had 3 back to back. Nuke getting fired now as well. This entire area of Tumstep space is getting hammered. There goes the nuke. And the MiGs can probably finish that. CC is definitely going to survive. Where are the MiGs to finish this off? That's what I want to know. Oh no, it's just Scud. Okay. Bit of a waste, I think. I think that's a bit of a waste. Nice from Tumstep to build that emergency palace in advance. So yeah, we saw a bit of an exchange. I think actually Tumstep's taken a bit of a hit there on the whole. Is anyone 5-star yet? No. The 2 GLAs miles ahead now on XP relative to the infantries. Yeah, that one quad taking most of the hit there. Yeah, Vanco a little bit ahead in Redline in XP terms. Another nice pick off of the prop. If you've only got a single A10, you might as well hit that. There is actually a nuke in play here for the Red Wine China as well. Oh, a carpet actually got in. Wow. That'll be a power and an airfield. And yeah, nice. I'm amazed that we even saw one get in, to be honest with you. RT Barrage 2 as a result of that. So that's 4-star then for Vanco. And Tumstep's now level 5. So we have the added dynamic of potential sneak attack then. Anthrax bomb is going to get used probably on this area. And there is... Or is it going to be on the base? It's going to be on the base. Another Scud fired as well. Will it drop? Nope. A sneak attack. Ah, it's a classic combination, but as he just landed on top of a tunnel here. We'll at least pick off that. That's quite nicely done. Nicely done from Tumstep. You know, you take the little wins there, but picking off an airfield, that's well played. Tumstep now on GPS Scrambler as well. Oh. MiG's just force firing. It knows roughly where the tunnel is, and that gets wrecked. That one quad does get a sneaky little pick off though. Neither player on junk repair. I think when you got this much money, you can probably afford it. What are we at now? 22 minutes this game. It is a bit of an epic. Yeah, long game this one. Finalists have to be very, very patient because we had a mismatch. We had 2 games that were actually played. Yeah, there is a bit of a gap really between the games. 3 random quads just going on a bit of a furrow here. Does the game actually have units? Yeah, he does. He's just worried about a potential pop, I think. Okay, that gets dealt with. Nice pick-offs, but does lose a few MiGs for it. So again, is it worth it? I'm not entirely sure they're very good trades, this. I mean, I guess if you want to try and get to 4-star and 5-star, then yes, it's worth it. How long have these MiGs been flying around for? I think he's just got them on a constant like move from left to right, left to right. He's got no income at all, really. Like, or at least he's got very, very little. In fact, has he? Yeah, he has. He has got these hackers just here. 3 of them, though. That's not a lot of income, as you can see. Are they all? They're only level 1 as well. See, this is the thing. The infantry here is considerably richer. Getting about 4 times the income. Next Scud to be fired. He does have a slight Scud lead now, does the game. So where is that getting fired? Presumably, I think it does more damage on the infantry at this point. Oh. I was going for the combination, but that's level 5 that he got. So can he just get a sneak attack? Yes, he can. And no MiGs in sight. They are coming in now, but are they going to be too little too late? I think so. Really nicely done. He actually fully took it out as well. Perfect play there from the game. So that is now 5 plays 3. He is winning the Scud war here. His mate, however, is building an airfield before a power plant. Interesting choice. Needs another power plant. Probably needs to get the power plant in a much safer location as well, like behind this Scud or something like that. I think he's just desperate to land these MiGs at this point, though. Maybe... Okay, he's going to build it there. Maybe temporarily overcharge this. Well, probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Everyone is spending every penny he's got on either MiGs or hackers, I think. And he is certainly looking tighter than the pink infantry player. Timstep hasn't fired that Scud in a long time, has he? He's beaconed here for some reason. Seems that... Ah, he's looking for the hackers. Okay. But will he get them? I think he might. Maybe he just pulled them out in time. Oh, he didn't. He loses 2. So, pretty nice Scud. Pretty nice Scud, that. There's another one ready now. For some reason, Timstep just refusing to fire his. I'm not entirely sure why. The game has done very nicely, this game. There is genuinely a possibility that they could still win this. They really could. They've given it a damn good go. 25 minutes in, and yeah, still no clear winner. Do you know, actually, a double Scud here could be nice. Like, one there and one straight on that. Oh, nuke's gonna fire then. And a Scud storm at the tank, so he was waiting for the nuke. I think these 2 Scuds need to probably fire right now, then. There's one. And I honestly think here could be quite nice. So nuke gets fired on that Scud. Is that going to fire? I think because he's got one free, but it's that. It is that one as well. He's going to lose this Scud. Yeah, he loses it. That's a big waste. I think he got distracted by this. Could be a game-winning moment. Okay, that carpet is not going to take all that much out, but have they got what they need to stop this push? Probably do with that battle bus. But yeah, the infantry really struggling to do anything at this point. Just so low on cash. Does have a little bit now. RT barrage coming in. But I wonder if the right team are now close to death here. Ooh, Scud is nice. Jarhon Kell is nice, I should say. Yeah, that was a nice nice move. The real shame was losing a Scud that was ready. That should never happen. You should just fire them. Even if you just randomly fire it somewhere, that just shouldn't happen. Especially if you want to stay ahead in this Scud war. That's the type of mistake that is pretty poor. And it could make the difference. Like, come the end of the game, that might be the difference between these 2 teams winning. Hello, Adar in the chat, by the way. And Sia Zaraz, welcome to you. This has been beaconed by the game, but not actually dealt with. Yeah, the thing is, the difference between them is just how much real estate each of them have. Got nuke cannons from Redwan. And neutrons. Okay. Not entirely sure how he's going to get anywhere near a tunnel. Oh, that's weird. What is that line all about? Did you see that? Look at that line from there all the way to there. What is that all about? I have no idea what's caused that. Does anyone know what that is? Like, there's a perfect line going from this tunnel all the way to that. Is it because it's popped from one to the other? And so it's left tracks? That's super weird. Really, really weird. I don't think I can take my eyes off that now. There's the same thing going on between these 2 as well. Very odd things going on in this game of 0 Hour. Are we going to see an epic neutron mine hit? I wonder if we will, because this is kind of a nice move. Let's have a look. Could hurt. Got lucky. Wasn't really anything in it. Oh, he actually evac'd out of here. He knew about it. All right. Does Vanko have an income still? Yeah, he does have these. So he's still just about hanging on in there. Not by much. Hanging on by a thread, as the saying goes. It is pretty much not far. It's not far off a 2v1, is it? He does have a nuke still, though. And he has the CC, so it's still useful. Yeah, Rudwan's just that little bit more useful because he's got the MiGs. Okay, that is going to be a bit of a bust. Because I think that Scud needed to fire sooner. To do the double there. Yeah, here we go. Little bit slow. There will be another Scud in 10 seconds, so maybe the idea is it goes on this. Or could get paired with an arty barrage, maybe. Those is going to try and come in and repair it, but probably will go down as a result of that. Because this second Scud should just hit this now. Anthrax bomb being deployed. Are you going to use this Scud? Yeah, you are. So yeah, there's no way that Dozer can repair in time, especially because it's dying as it is. Alright, retaliatory Scud Storm. Sneak attack. Does he have his own Anthrax bomb, I wonder? There's a bomb truck. Okay. Ooh, nearly. That would have been quite nice. And almost Anthrax bombing his own thing. Bit of a weird one. All of those guys are going to get wrecked. And that Scud's hanging on by a thread, isn't it? Yeah. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Does he even know it's there? There's another bus coming in now. That's going to finish off the hole. We'll look to get out of there. Nah, bunkers. Overall, though, he is going to hold this. Yeah. And still 5 Scuds alive versus the 2. Will that one go down to the Anthrax? Maybe. Yeah, nice pick off. There's no way he can look in multiple places, and I think he's quite low on units at the minute of the game. Very much tit for tat. There is a decent Scud lead still in play here. Does need to get this one repaired, though. Quite urgently. Okay, the Anthrax is gone, so he can get that repaired now. But is he going to remember to repair it? That's the question. Another Scud coming in, this time from the game. Ooh. Ah. Neutrons his own dozer. Very nice. That took quite a long time, actually, for them to do. Yeah, nice nice move. So he's on power now, Tim Step. That might help him, because he's actually getting kind of battered on the Scud count. Okay, nice mix again. Does lose a lot. Oh my word. He loses a lot. I mean, it's just giving money away at this point. I think the best thing that these MiGs can do is to act effectively as a deterrent to sneak attacks. Like, have 4 MiGs here, have 4 MiGs here, and basically be an anti-sneak attack person. He is now repairing this Scud. Scud and nuke is due soon for the... there was a nuke for Vanko. I didn't even see him use it. Can the team at the top do it? Can they do it? Because that is... Ah, that's a shame. It's coming from the wrong angle. And he's snuck at the wrong angle as well. It's desperate stuff. It is desperate stuff. Ah, there's your answer. He had another way of doing it. That is definitely going to die. Question is it going to die in time? 10 seconds. Another Scud just builds. But yeah, I think that one is just going to get... It's going to be really close, this. I think Tim Step's going to be firing it as soon as he can. It is going to be desperately close. Oh, the MiGs. Won't obviously get killed by them. Yeah, that's going down. Yep, there it is. Perfectly bang in time. Nuke will get fired. Where, though? This is Rudwan's nuke. Well, it's going to be combined with an arty barrage. Alright.
And a carpet bomb. So yeah, that scud will go down. Oh my god, it hasn't gone down. That's a pretty big pop of units. I think Tim Step knows he has to win on the ground at this point. That's an anthrax bomb though. Perfect. Perfect response. MiG's coming in to get more pickoffs done, but yeah, I just wonder if this bottom team... I think Tim Step's worked out that he's going to have to win on the ground, because he's obviously losing the Scud War. He is 4 behind, or 3 behind, 4 versus 1. And that's a nice use of a carpet bomb to finish this off. Very well played. Yeah, Vanko's just hanging on in there, isn't he? Somehow collecting a grand a minute by having these 3. If the bottom team can find a way to kill these, then they do eliminate Vanko effectively. Because he's not got a prop, so that would be that for him. This is now what I would consider Tim Step trying to end the game. It pretty much all comes down to this push. There are 6 battle buses. There are quads. Has he got AP rockets is what I would like to know. Not entirely sure I'm going to find out. Yeah, he has got AP rockets. Yeah, he's lacking on the ground units quite bad. Quite badly. That Scud might as well get sold. Yeah, exactly. Jarman Kale just waiting for the right moment. Oh, it actually didn't even sell in time. And Rudwan supporting with the MiGs. Power goes down. This is probably going to be the end now for Vanko. It might actually be the end of the game. This push might be what does it. And once again, the game and Vanko have really given it a good go, haven't they? Can he sell this in time? Should sell straight away and get this CC back. But that's very ambitious. Sneak attack coming in to act as a distraction more than anything. Are they giving up? I think so. Scudstorm being launched. That is going to be on this. Surely it's going to be on this. Yeah, it is. It does get quite a bit. Probably not enough, though. Wipes out his mate. GG's called. Very well played. Great game. 33 minutes, and what a go Vankoing the game have given it today. Credit to them. They performed extremely admirably against both sets of experts that we've seen. Yeah, but in the end, just being nicked there by Team Step. Which takes us to our final. Right, so we've got a grand final to see now. And we're gonna let Algica and yeah, let them know that the game is finally done. And let me just quickly check what we've got. So it is going to be USA demo on Tourney A. All right. We like Tournament A a lot. We especially like it when the level of players has been as high as we've seen. Yeah, grand final time should be good. So let's actually get this reset on the scoreboard as well. Very impressed with Vanko in the game overall. All credit to them. They were very, very good. Who is going to win out of these two is the real question. I think it's pretty fairly balanced. I feel like Logical Killer did slightly better against the Russian team, though. Not Russian team, sorry, the Ukraine team. So maybe I'd give them the edge. Maybe.
Okay. Oof. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. Vanko said game can't play the third place playoff, but that's it's not the end of the world. But yeah, they played brilliantly. Fair play to them. Did really, really well. Probably a good job they didn't win that. That could have been awkward. All right, grand final time. I'm assuming it's a where are we? Another best of 3. Yeah, it's another best of 3. Perfect. So was it USA GLA? So where are we? Third place. USA demo versus GLA demo. And obviously it will get reversed. And then if we go to a decider, it's Nuke Laser Mirror. That's a pretty crap mirror, isn't it? All right, there's a couple of BRBs then, so I will take the opportunity to, yeah, do the same. Okay. All right, I'll be back in a second, guys. Okay, back. Do need to order in some dessert, of course. Otherwise, the girlfriend will not be happy. Okay. Uber Eats, that's the one. That's what we want. The basket. Oh. No, that's not what we want. That's what we want. What's going on with this? What? Am I going crazy? This normally adds up. It's a little bit annoying. Have they reduced the price? Yeah, I think they have. Kind of a bit of a stitch up, that. So I need to add 80p. What can I do? What can I do to add 80 pence? Is the obvious question. There is always an answer. Okay. Just add more is always the answer. Alright, players are ready. I think we're just waiting on Gary to come back. Never heard of Gary before, actually. Russian streamer, did I hear? Good point. Let's just double check that. USA demo versus GLO demo. Which have I definitely read that right? USA demo versus GLA demo, yeah. Okay. Limit super weapons. There you go. Limit super weapons is the key. That's how we do it. All right. Yeah, just waiting on Garrison, and then we are good to go. Alright, here he is. We begin our final. Did I check the scoreboard? Did I change it? I'm pretty sure I did. Yep. Beautiful. Right, grand final time. Starting on the right-hand side is Rudwan. He is playing in blue as Vanilla GLA. And then in the bottom right, we've got his teammate Tim Step playing in cyan as GLA Demolition General. Up against him, left-hand side, we've got Demo here for Killer in the green. And then top left, we have got Logica in the orange. He is playing as Vanilla USA. What's prize? No idea. I don't actually know if this was sponsored. Genuinely, I'm unsure. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Oh yeah, I've got a chat. Was the ice cream truck outside? No, it wasn't. I had to order it in. I had to use Uber Eats on this occasion. Order a sauce. Do you know, it's a bit of a stitch up, right? So they've changed the prices so that it just comes under the point where my Uber One benefit exists. They obviously know what they're doing. It's really annoying. So by reducing the price, they've actually increased how much I order from them. This make it make sense, I think is the expression. Hello, Pepsi. Big final indeed. A second. What is that nickname? Is that some weird Dutch delicacy? Is it? What was that? What was that capsulon? That thing that the Dutch raved about, and it was actually, nah, not for me. Not for me. Overrated, overhyped. That's what that is. How many Dutch people can I insult in one go? That's quite a few, I imagine. Nickname says Pepsi when you're playing. Pepsi's already played. I have to say that was probably the biggest surprise of the night was seeing Sam. I mean, in fairness to Sam and Pepsi, though, they forget about how good the opposition were. But I originally expected them to beat the game in Vanco, but they proved how good they are at 2v2s tonight, so fair play to them. And yeah, very tough opposition for Sam and Pepsi tonight. And also, Pepsi, I mean, would you consider yourself not at peak form at the minute? I don't actually know, but okay, this is a TT attempt, is it? No, it's not. That's the TT attempt. And it does get denied. So far so good for the left team. Wow. Look at that. Loses a couple of workers. But the dozer just stopped. Intentionally or not. The technical enough. That's a TT. That's a TT. And he's killer's cocked up. Big time. That's a big hit. That's a big hit. Really nicely done from Rod1. And very good on the scrap denial as well. Yeah, that's a big double. So Killer taking some significant early damage then. But what is their plan for dealing with a Logica that's going to be on a full suite of Vs soon? I guess if they combine their technicals, that would be a way to do it. Are we going to get a scrap deny from Killer here? It's sloppy. That's sloppy. For a player of his standards, that is sloppy. Logica looks like he hasn't really been away too long. It's just never really gotten bad, has he? Whereas I know that Killer has actually had some time off the game because of the situation. They might Logica just lose. Oh, he keeps it alive. Wow, that's a hell of a save. That it's literally on 1 HP, but still. Timstep very much winning control here in the middle then against Killer, who's having a bit of a hard time of it so far. Oh, he gets past it. Okay. Technical was quick enough on that occasion. And that's good harassment from Killer. Okay, nicely done from the two of them here. So they are going to slow Logica down. These Humvees should, however, give the ability to get the oils in, which is clearly the play here. Use the Vs as a distraction. Okay, this looks a little... TT. No TT. Whoa, big surround. Big surround. All angles covered there. Heavy losses. But actually... Oh, he lost another one. Ah, Logica did lose. Just maybe should have evac that last one there. Is still doing some nice laser lock work. Does just about get that one away, does he? And he's now no longer going to get these oils either, is he? No. Yeah, that's... The idea was good, but... Killer, though, has just been quite behind in this game. That double TT's really hurt him. And he actually had his War Factory TTs as well. I missed that. To the right side, looking good value here. I think the USN in a game of high levels like these two are. Okay, nice crushers again. That is a random single terrorist. Not entirely sure what that was planning on achieving. I wonder if this would have been more balanced if this player was a GLA, not a demo. I think that would have made it a little bit more balanced. This is nice from Logica. Ugh. Ah, micros less so. What is going on with the micro from him there? He's going to lose this V now, I think. Evacs just in time. But, okay. Yeah, losing the War Factory definitely slowed him down here. And these missile defenders, I think... I've got no idea what they're trying to do. Are they trying to laser lock that? Okay, now he's realised. And once again, oils are going to get denied. Could he maybe send something over there? That might be a good idea. Logica now needs to be thinking about getting Search and Destroy. It has been nicely delayed by these two. The right team have done a good job. There's Jarm and Kel and the demo upgrade. So now it's getting extra hard. Yeah, I just wonder if this player being a GLA would have made this a bit more balanced. With it being a demo, maybe that just favours the right teams, especially in these high-level games when the two players involved are when all the players involved are like expert level, and their GLA is generally top tier. Killer's definitely had a quiet game. Really, really quiet game. He's really struggled this game. That's nicely done. This is what happens, though, when you play against players of a higher level. You start playing worse yourself. Killer kind of has had a bit of a history of doing that, where he plays against someone good and then tilts as a result. These... Oh, definitely going to take the tunnel out. And yeah, middle control increasing for the right-hand team. Super tech. Very nice way to finish off this tunnel. Ooh. Somehow Ruban actually managed to sneak that oil in first. That's kind of annoying for Logica. A empty tech. Looking... to get the crush on the Rangers. Oh my god, he got it as well. Wow. Incredible. Nicely done from Ruban, you know. It's getting very, very difficult for this team. Search and Destroy does come in, but the buggies... if buggies are getting out quicker than Search and Destroy, then your chances of winning are pretty bleak, I would say. Okay, nice try from Logica. That's also a very nice deny, actually, from Killer, who seems to be going for some huge TT of sorts. That tentacle's going to go out. Left team hang on in there. But I'm just not entirely sure what their plan is to break the GLAs down. Especially when there's a demo on the demo upgrade. And CC's already being built because he knows he's nearly level 3. And if he's level 3, he levels the army in one go with the Demo Rebel Ambush. And I would expect at this point for that to be the GG from Logica. If he loses his army to a level 3 Tumstep when he uses the Demo Rebel Ambush, that's going to be the instant GG from Logica. It'll be sat down immediately. Ooh. I don't know what is going on with Killer this game, man. He is in an absolute stinker. Nice in and out action from Redward. And hits level 3 before anyone else. Oh no, Tumstep's level 3 as well. There's the Rebel Ambush. And yeah, I'm just waiting for this now. This is kind of what's going to happen. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for the GG to follow. Oh, he might not even need it. He genuinely might not need it. Another V goes down. He's got it in the locker though, isn't he? There's more harassment. Very nicely done on the tunnel as well, yeah. Okay, he was going for a dozer hunt, was he? Or is that... maybe he's trying to be cheeky and pick that off. Bit ambitious. But with the Hellfire drone, yeah, exactly. Suicides it before has a chance to give the XP away. It's a good play. Oil goes down. Not entirely sure what to. A demo bike, maybe. I'm still waiting for this Rebel Ambush. Feel like it's due. There it is. There it is. Are we going to see a GG? Well, I was wrong about that. I really thought it was going to be an instant GG after that. But to be fair to the left team, they are fighting on. They're giving it a go. They are quite a bit behind. Even though they have this oil. These oils have been deleted.
Don't even know if Killer even got to capture them. Cash Bounty 2 now in. Timstep is playing this beautifully. And the fact that both the GLAs are level 3 before the left team are even level 3 is kind of testament. How on earth Killer is nearly level 3 before Logica, I have no idea. I've got no clue what he's done this game. But then shows how much I know. Okay, this is going to be the the 1 oil going down. Yep, there we go. Nicely done with the demo bikes. No oils left. And presumably quite a few markets for both these players. For Timstep, yeah. Not as many for Rubwan. But the middle control is good. Oh, he actually gets the Tomahawk. Very nice. Yeah, it's just so disheartening, isn't it? Okay, that's nice. That's a nice TT on the bunker. We have got a random... What is this? It's just going for the power, isn't it? Yep. Very nice. It's just annoying if you're Logica.
Low power.
Having to constantly deal with things. And never just managed... It's just been very nicely controlled by this team. They've had constant control. Then you look at the money and yeah. Ooh, Colonel Burton does get a nice little pick off. Good micro from Logica there. But what can he really achieve with this V army? If he dilly-dallies for too long, the Rebel Ambush resets and he just deletes his army again. He uses his intelligence so he can see the whole map and can probably see this stream of bikes heading towards Killer's base, which actually is enough to kill both arms dealers. Okay, it's actually decided to change direction. Quads are a very good way of killing these, as you can see. And left team actually having some success then in pushing them away. Okay. Timstep Rudwan trying to react. Ooh. Okay, does get a few kills there, but this is a little bit more encouraging now for the left team. The only problem they've got is money might start to run very dry. Whoa. That sounded like a lot of death. I'm assuming it was some form of suicide by Timstep. So yeah, they are going to hold just about then. They pretty much dried this up anyway. Might as well sell it. Still controls this position nicely here, does Timstep. Rebel Ambush. Oh, that was actually from Killer. Does kill quite a few units. And workers in the air. Hello. Nice evac. Kills the tunnel again. Poor worker going into the stratosphere. Yeah, here's the... Is he going to pop? Nope. He could suicide this worker, though. Nope. And he's going to lose that very, very cheaply. Shouldn't have done. And all the well, most of the rangers as well. Just for the extra cash bounty. I think the left team are a bit low on money all of a sudden. That's the big problem they've got. And look at how much Timstep's got. Killer actually is collecting on 10k a minute. Logica not so much. And Rudwan, interestingly, not so much either. Yeah, if you're Logica, where do you go? Trying to put pressure on anywhere is tough. I'm pretty sure that Timstep's got his Demo Rebel Ambush available. Yeah, the X there kind of shows it. He knows it. He knows it's due. He is terrified of it. Understandable as well. And he needs to worry about buggies. There's just so many things you got to think about. So yeah, very hard for the USA here now. And he's temporarily lost his S&D as well. Okay, Pathfinder's nice. Does get a V. Still feel like that Rebel Ambush is on cooldown. But I think it's off cooldown now, so I think any time now it could just come in and wipe this army out. Step. Also could just kill that. Logica deciding to throw down the particle cannon. Buggies are responding then. And he has to get out of there. Well played from Logica, very patient. He is actually... This supply here is keeping him very much alive, actually. The market count is the problem here if you're Killer. He is going to get onto a Scud Storm before Timstep. I'm amazed that Timstep hasn't really got any Scuds. He just kind of slapped down a load of markets and is going to go for the brute force approach here. Hear stuff. Oh, the middle thing was dying. Alright. Don't know if that was actually captured or not. Killer looking to get a slice of the pie, but these Chinooks are going to hog it all up. The Chinooks get priority over workers and trucks. I think trucks might get priority over workers. I'm actually not entirely sure. I think they do. The bigger the thing, the more the priority it gets. Chinooks take absolute priority, though. I might have saved the tunnel. No. It's so annoying, isn't it? Timstep's just having fun here. And we're at 14, nearly 15 minutes of this game now. And I'd say at no stage have I thought the left team are going to win this game. At all. Like, not even for a second. Maybe there was a brief moment when they were pushing them back in the middle, but as soon as that got cleared up, I mean... To have even a chance, you need total control of the middle here for the left team, and it's so difficult. If you... Quad nicely got him back, but he is going to lose this. This position probably will get broken now. I think that's going to be a big TT, is it? Yep, it is. Not entirely sure it really achieved that much. Timstep actually level 5 now off of that, killing that as well. Rodwan has just hit level 4. Killer level 4. Logica did hit level 3, apparently. A10 is now going to get called in. Presumably here. Oh, wow. What on earth is going on? The A move not doing what it's supposed to. And those demo bikes did way more than they should have done. Way more than they should have done. Okay, so you can tell they're trying. They're trying to push them. But yeah, that's... Rebel Ambush. Okay, on the pop. That's nice. Yeah, they're really desperately trying to push it. The only problem is that, yeah, these quads have wrecked Logica's economy. Has been a pretty compelling contest, but once again, I say it, they've really not been under threat. That could be a nice Anthrax bomb. Colonel Burton, all these workers, they're all going to melt. Really nice. Did he? No, he didn't suicide them in time. That would have been a clever play if he did. I've just realised. Oh yeah, GG. They've realised. Yes. As I said, At no stage, really, or almost no stage, did it look like that they were going to win that game. But yeah, well played, Red One and Tom Step. Very nicely done from them. 1-0 lead they take. So 1 victory away from tournament success here. But Logica and Killer with what I'd consider are the slightly better armies now. So let's see if they can bring it back to 1-1. I'll wait for a player to come in and then I'll say 1 minute. Gonna go to the loo. Okay, be back in a sec, everyone. Okay, we're back. Alright, just random Tim Step, who is definitely not here because he needs to select. He needs to select USA. Yeah, there it is. Nice try. Nice try. That's one way. Too cooked. Yeah. That's funny. Ice cream arriving in 15 minutes. Ideal. If we're lucky, might time perfectly here. Although that last game lasted like 16 minutes, so... And if it goes 1-1, then that won't happen. Alright then, we start on the top right with Logica. He is in pink. He is playing as GLA. And with him, playing as demo once again, is Killer in the green. Playing as demo again is Timstep in the cyan. And with him, Rodwan playing in blue this time as Vanilla USA. So what will these guys do differently to what these guys did before? That worker's doing some interesting things. Right. Nice box by the looks of it. No box for Logica. You don't need none of that nonsense. Is this... Does that dual supply work? Maybe. Giving himself the option to cut it from either of these, though, which is nice. Hasn't really boxed in, so is potentially vulnerable to a hunt. And believe me, I'd expect GLAs to be crawling in your base with tech RPGs. I really would. Okay, we are going to get a drop on the supplies at the back, but I think a quick reaction here from Logica should save him. Ooh. Okay, loses 1. Not really the end of the world. I think Logica takes that. Yeah, that dozer should be getting picked off now. Unless it can do some really, really nice driving, which it can't because Logica's paying attention. There you go. So yeah, it didn't really achieve much. Maybe briefly delayed his mining, but probably not worth it. Tubstep going for his little trick once again. That's actually better placement this time. Because when the tentacle, if it does run in here, when it turns, the turn means that it will probably get caught by this.
V is out, trying to play on the defensive side. Yeah, lack of a box is a bit of a problem. But at least they're dropping off. That one's dropping off there rather than there. There's nothing more annoying than when you get the supplies wrong as a USA. It's pretty disastrous, actually. Logica will get his tunnel denied here. That needs to get cancelled by Logica. Just in time, I think. Okay, that is... I was about to say that was a good intercept, but he lost his technicals unnecessarily there. We have seen some slop. Some real slop from Killer tonight. Again, maybe I'm being harsh because he's a bit, like, rusty, but yeah, he's been sloppy. Tech RPG realizes it's not going to do too much, and it will turn back around. Ooh. Well, there was a TT of sorts on here. Not entirely sure it was successful. I think it only managed to get a barracks. That's nicely done. In the face of adversity, do what you can. Scrap deny. I think he got scrap on that one, but he did deny that. Oh, he's actually TT'd here. Wow, Tim Step's been hammered, isn't he? I hadn't even noticed. Wow, okay. Tim Step is... He is still on 2 supplies, but he's taking some significant damage. The trade-off to that is that Rudwan should be in an alright position. So he is now going to try and cause some problems with the Vs. And he's on flashbangs. That was unbelievably quick from Killer to evac out of that. Very nice. Might want to cancel that. Quite a few technicals up against only a few Vs. I think there is a high risk that they'll get shunted. And Tim Step's going to try and cause some economic damage. This is definitely going to be successful. Because there is no defense at all for Logica's... his economy is going to get wrecked here, isn't it? It is going to get shredded. Pretty much every single worker he's got, actually. Bar these ones. He's in big trouble. Somehow still collecting. No, he's not. Building, I should say. Okay, this technical gets dealt with by Killer. Pressure is just going to stop for a second. But that was painful for Logico. He's taken some really big damage from Tim Step there. And there was a bit of pressure by Logica, but that is going to get dealt with. And quite a big looking V army. And we said about Logica taking damage. Could this be the sign? It could well be. Another technical coming through. That is just... ouch. Or is it the same technical? Might well be. It's just so annoying to deal with. They're genuinely so annoying to deal with. We should go low now. And it gets dealt with. Alright. Does Tim Step scrap deny? No, he doesn't, actually. Small wins for Logica. Probably has bought him his mate enough time, though, to get the oil. Killer is going to preemptively kill the bottom oils rather than try and contest them himself. Okay. What do you reckon, then? What do we reckon? Because I think this game's going to be a lot quicker than the last one. Ouch. I think Logica's in trouble. Because that is a big army. Can he at least even get a V? Yes, he can. But S&D, big army. Okay, picks off another V. It's sloppy from Rudwan, but what's stopping all of this getting here? Nothing. This is game over. GG, cool from Logica. That is GG's. Yeah, GG's well played all. Well played. Good sets all around. But yeah, very clean that game from Tim Step and Rudwan. Really well played.
You have been defeated.
and they take it. Congrats to them. They have won the tournament, or the Saturday game 2v2 night, whatever it was called. Like I said, I don't actually know if there was a prize for it or not. Hopefully there was some sort of prize, because that was very good overall. Alright, yeah, GG's. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that. Big thanks to Nickname and Moliere for organising. Especially, like I said, it was kind of relatively last minute, but I'd say overall that was successful. So let us know what you thought about it, and yeah, maybe we can do some sort of event in future that's similar. I'm going to log off there anyway, because that is suddenly, out of nowhere, pretty much a 4-hour stream, which is long for my standards. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Yeah, I've got a few replay casts to do on the Semi-World Series, so... the only trouble is I don't know when I'm going to get time to do them. Probably not until Wednesday now. So yeah, let's see what I can fit in then. But till then, guys, oh, USA going to win the Soccer World Cup? No. For starters, I know that you're just trying to be a wind-up because you're using the word soccer in capitals. And I don't even know if you're trying to wind me up or nickname. But yeah, anyway, GG's. Hopefully, yeah, see you all very soon, guys. Have a good rest of your weekend, and see you.